I'm rolling with FD.
I am rolling with FD.
I'm rolling with FD.
I'm rolling with FD, baby.
We are rolling with FD.
I'm rolling with FD.
We got alphas and bros in the house.
That's right.
Peace out, my brother.
Woo!
I'm rolling with the F to the D.
Learn something new every day when you're rolling with FD.
We are rolling with FD, baby.
I roll with one person, and that's FD.
I'm rolling with FD, baby.
You gotta love it, man.
Hey, Renee, who you rolling with?
Rolling with FD.
Hey, Matt.
Rolling with FD.
You don't have to ask. I'm rolling with FD.
My man, C. Bless. Who you rolling with?
I'm rolling with FD.
I'm rolling with FD.
That's how you just rolling, right? That's the whole thing, right? You roll with it.
I'm rolling with FD.
Manny and Jeremy, who you rolling with?
We're rolling with FD. We don't want to get our asses kicked.
My man, Dan, the card man. I appreciate you, dog. You gotta let the people know who you rolling with.
Well, obviously I'm rolling with FD.
I'm rolling with FD, baby.
Chasing Cardboard is rolling with FD.
Rolling with FD.
What's up, everybody? How we doing?
Hi.
This one?
Day after Christmas.
Some technical difficulties.
Oh, y'all are fine. And we got Junior in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And we got Paxton in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the PlayStation.
Day after Christmas, decorations are down.
We still gotta take some down now. We gotta take the tree down.
Mm-hmm.
That tree has been there all year, Dad.
I can't
Oh,
wait.
dear.
I cannot wait to see what we talk about tonight.
There we go.
Yeah, we going right.
Yeah, we got the kids on today.
That's right. So let me ask the first question. How was you all's Christmas? What did you or how's your holiday been? Let me ask you that. How's your time off with family been?
So we just have family. We don't celebrate the holidays at all.
Okay.
But yesterday the eldest flew in. This week we had him fly in because he's up from school. And this week's usually going to be a rough week for me. So I'm off from school. Friday will mark 2 years since my mom passed. So
I understand.
Really was one thing trying about family.
Yep.
And spend time with the kids while I'm off. So
I get it. I completely get it.
I love it.
Paxton, what grade are you in?
4th.
Okay, Junior's in 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 9 years old.
Okay, Junior's turning 9 in a few days.
Oh.
Turns 9 on the. Tell them when your birthday is.
29.
Junior turns 9 on the 29th.
Okay.
So just a few days from now.
Big plans.
Y'all so close in age. And Paxton, when is your birthday? When is your birthday?
May 5th.
Okay. All right.
The funny story.
5-5.
Cinco de Mayo. My oldest is Valentine's Day.
Oh, my grandmother's birthday was on Valentine's Day. Real cool. And where does your son live? What state is he in?
South Carolina.
South Carolina. Okay. Cool. I've never been to South Carolina. I've been to North Carolina. I've never been to South Carolina. I have a goal to get to all 50 states. I've been to 28. But I got to get to South Carolina.
I don't know what I'm at. I think I'm at like 10, under 15.
Well, I got lucky. I had a job that allowed us to travel a lot. So I think before I started working there,
He's got 22 states left.
Yeah, I had been to like 3 or 4 states before I started working there. So we traveled a lot for work.
Now, when you say been to, you mean like visit, not just drive through, right?
No, not drive through, visit. I don't even count drive-throughs or layovers in airports. Yeah. You got to visit, get out. To me, you got to eat some food.
Yeah.
You got to do some things in that city.
No, where do we go? We went, see what her man. Yeah, we have them downstairs now. We have some in the room.
Each city has like a different number of states. So if somebody like set out to go to all the cities, that's a big
Oh, it'd be
thing.
a lot. It'd be a big.
All the states.
Junior,
So,
what states have you been to?
Yeah, what states have you been to?
well, mostly I've been to California. We're sitting here right now in California. I've
where did
also been to Georgia.
There you go. You went to Georgia.
And I've been to Illinois
Yes.
twice.
Yes.
Those are really the only three I've been to.
Yeah, he went to Chicago and saw kind of where I grew up. He's been there twice. He went when he was 2, and then he went recently.
So what states you've been to? Can you name them all?
I've been to New York.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Where else?
I don't know.
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire is a state?
Yeah.
Yes.
When we say New
Hampshire is not a city.
We've been to Rhode Island.
Yeah, we have been to Rhode Island.
Yeah, you might mistake the small states for cities.
Yeah, Rhode Island.
Because they're so tiny.
Yeah.
You'll have like California, which is one of the biggest, and then you got something that's like the smallest. It's like a tiny little.
But
like
make sure
Rhode
she can
Island.
finish. I ask her where else if she's been anywhere else.
Have you been anywhere?
We've been one more place.
What is it?
Where TT live.
Virginia.
Oh, what part of Virginia?
Richmond, I think.
Okay, I've been in
We
Richmond.
live in Richmond.
It's a fun to Richmond.
We live in Richmond.
Cool. The Richmond airport reminds me of the old school Midway airport.
Midway has changed.
Yeah, only when Midway was on one side, Parker was on the other.
Yep. What are you doing?
I heard a popping sound.
Yeah.
It sounded like somebody was making popcorn.
Or opening something.
Nobody
Yes,
wants popcorn.
a bunch of things.
Cool.
I know somebody likes popcorn.
I do love popcorn.
All right.
Yeah, that's popcorn. That's too fast for somebody to be opening something.
So, Paxton, what's your favorite color?
Pink. Light pink, specifically.
Okay. Junior, what's your favorite color?
I would say blue and green blue specifically. It's just teal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Teal.
I also love like sky blue. It's really good with pink. I also love white. It's really good with light pink too.
Her room
color is purple.
So when we moved here, she picked out her own color for her room that we painted.
Very cool.
So it's the pink room in the house.
Very cool. Yeah. I remember we used to have light blue walls. Well, Paxton says a light blue when I was growing up with my brother. And then my father put up Marvel wallpaper. So we had like the Hulk on the wall, Spider-Man on the wall, and I think the Avengers on the wall.
Okay. So Junior, what's your favorite subject in school?
You've been asked this question before. You act like, what's your favorite subject?
Brain cannot process question.
Really? Do you like math? You like English? What do you like?
Brain cannot process question. Cannot be processed.
Paxton, what's your favorite subject?
It might be language arts because I'm homeschooled.
Okay. Junior was homeschooled for
2 years.
2 years. 2 years.
I'm homeschooled because of COVID-19. I was originally going to go to regular school.
Understood.
COVID-19 hit, and then
Same reason for me.
Yeah, it's the same reason Junior was homeschooled.
Yeah. What color do you like the least?
the least. It's a hard thing.
Don't say math.
Oh! You meant subject.
Yeah.
Well, right. Well,
I look like the Terminator over here. See?
Mm-hmm.
You do like the Terminator.
You do.
I am the Terminator. Bow down.
That's not a line. That's not a line from the Terminator.
I'm just making it.
Yeah,
I've
you're
never
making
seen
up
the
stuff.
Terminator.
Bow down. Yeah.
I've never seen.
I'll be back.
But you don't know. But hold up, you don't know what subject you like in school.
Yes.
You don't know.
Yes.
Okay.
Brain cannot process.
Yeah. Right.
You guys want to see Mufasa or Sonic?
He wants to see Sonic. We might see Sonic. That new Lion. That just. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that movie.
The 2019 one was.
So the first movie Julia ever went to see at a theater was the 2019 Lion King.
Oh.
And this.
You were 4, 3, 3.5, something like that. That new Mufasa. I don't know.
No.
Are you all going to go see that?
We going to see that tomorrow? Or we going to see Sonic tomorrow?
We're going to see Mufasa tomorrow.
So we're seeing Mufasa tomorrow.
Let me know how it is.
So the cool thing is about the movies, we've been collecting all the popcorn buckets now when we go to the movie theater now.
Okay.
Because they have the special ones on release.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been getting a lot of those lately. But she's been kind of pseudo collecting when we go. That's what we have to get for the popcorn now. So she's got like 6, 7 of them now.
I think that's real cool because I collected the popcorn buckets from Black Panther and several other movies that I still have.
Yeah.
One of my popcorn buckets is a giant popcorn bucket when me and Dad went to see Elemental. Have you ever heard of that movie?
Yeah, I've heard of that. Cool. So Paxton, what else do you collect?
I collect mini brands.
Okay.
I love mini brands, and I use it for my Bluey toys. Have you ever heard of that show, Bluey?
Mm-hmm. Very cool. Won't you tell her what you collect? Pokemon.
That I buy Pokemon.
Yeah, you keep them, so you collect them. Right? Do you collect anything? Let me ask that question.
No.
You don't collect anything?
No.
What do you do with coins?
I save them so that I can buy things.
Okay, so let me change the word. What do you save? What do you keep and save?
Pokemon cards and coins.
There you go.
Okay.
I don't collect those. I don't collect.
Okay.
Would you want to ask me a question?
I'll find myself one. Have you ever gotten any snow?
No.
Yeah, not here in California.
This is a desert.
I grew up in Chicago. I had snow, and then we don't go a lot to like Big Bear and other places in California where they do have snow. Junior's never been there, but probably I would say the next year or so I'd like to do something like that. But Junior, you've never seen snow, right?
Yeah, I would want to go somewhere to see snow or something. I'm not sure about going up into a mountain.
You have never seen snow before?
No, he's never seen snow. Junior was born in California?
I live in Connecticut, so when it snows, I see snow, and I've seen. And the first time I saw snow, I was a baby.
Okay.
I want to go to one of these ski resorts with them.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And do sledding, like we used to go to the Dells one time, and I want to do tubing. So that's what I want to do.
So Paxton, have you ever got enough snow where you can play in it?
Yes.
Or build a snow? Okay. Cool.
Yes, I actually built a snowman last year when it snowed. It was like a blizzard. What was it, February 2024?
Yeah, we had a nor'easter.
And okay, so we built a snowman. The snowman died too quickly. It didn't melt. Something happened. When I checked the window at night, I didn't see
And in our backyard, we have a little bit of a hill, so we took cardboard and slid down the hill for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
It's fun. It snowed a little bit yesterday, day before yesterday, and it was literally like a quarter of a centimeter of snow.
Mhm.
As soon as it stopped, it went back up the rest of the day and was gone.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So-
I made a tiny snow person. Tiny snow person.
That's cool.
And I made 2 more snow persons. They melted too quickly. You're back.
What's the temperature up there right now?
It's really cold.
Like 26 degrees.
Oh wow. Though you know we're at Big Jon, we're at like 65 high.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Low
28
50s,
degrees.
high 40s.
It feels like 28. It's 28 degrees here.
Okay. Big Jon, how different is the temps in Connecticut compared to Chicago around this time?
Very different. Like he's 15 degrees higher.
Yeah.
So we are only, because we're right off the Atlantic Ocean, that's where it determines our. So even if you talk about the temperature from here to like Philly, it's completely different.
Okay.
Because our systems come the other way. So we'll get snow whenever you hear about there's northeast on the East Coast. That's when we'll get snow. There's a tornado down in Florida. We'll get a lot of rain. Versus it coming across the country west to east.
Yeah.
There are times where they say, "Oh, it's snowing in Philadelphia," or "It's snowing in parts of New York." So like 2 weeks ago when Buffalo had that blizzard, it was like 50 degrees there.
Interesting.
And it's 2 hours away.
Yeah, because they got blasted.
Yeah, they got blasted. It was 50 degrees there. So.
I don't think I've ever asked you, man, what originally made you want to go to Connecticut?
My wife.
Okay.
Because all my family was up there. Then now they're scattered across the United States.
Okay.
Show a comment.
What's up? Oh, you got a comment? Yeah, you can bring Jordan in.
Oh, just
You can hold up. You can reset yourself so you can bring it over here and then bring it all the way back over. Go ahead, click on that. So we got Jordan saying, "Merry Christmas, family." Merry Christmas, Jordan. Good to have you here.
So Cameron, what are you into? What do you collect? You talking about cars all the
What do I collect?
Yeah.
I don't collect.
You don't collect anything?
No, I used to collect cars. I'm collecting them.
What kind of
It was Pokemon.
Pokemon?
Yeah, he's been eyeing my little Pokemon cards that I've been buying.
Okay.
I'm excited.
What does he like to do to have fun?
I just play sports.
Okay.
Sports.
And read anime.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. How did he flew up, right?
Yeah.
How long is the flight from South Carolina where he's at to Connecticut?
No, he actually flew.
Okay.
Yeah, he flew from South Carolina to Maryland State
Oh, okay.
to Washington D.C.
Oh,
and
wow.
then flew up here to Connecticut.
Okay.
So he flew 2 flights to get up here.
Okay.
First time flying, made it by himself. I was scared out of my mind. Let him fly by himself, but he did it like a pro.
Is this his first flight?
Yep.
So I took my first flight when I was 18, and I flew from Chicago. I was being recruited by Holy Cross in Massachusetts, so I flew from Chicago to some part of Massachusetts, I believe, and then there was a small flight over to where the school was. And I remember I was terrified at the time.
My first flight,
grabbing the seat and everything.
My first flight was 16. We flew from Chicago to Boston, and I was screaming on takeoff my first flight. There's video somewhere. We videoed it old school style.
Yeah.
But it was yeah. I was doing a mock trial competition for a law program I was in.
Okay.
I still my mom I was like, Mom, they gonna pay for me to go to Boston. She's like, okay. We just went. She didn't know who I went with. We just went.
Okay.
Well, me and my best friend, we begged them to let us drive. Like, man, we can just drive. We'll meet you there. We did not want to fly whatsoever. So listen, it's like a 12-hour drive. We'll meet y'all there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh,
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. You guys get any cards for Christmas? We didn't.
No, I didn't.
We didn't.
No. Yeah, but it's interesting when you fly, I think 16, 17, 18. As scared as I was, I remember still wanting to get to where I was going and see what that was all about because it was totally different in Chicago. Any place I could go when I was younger that was different than where I grew up, I was really excited about that. It helped me understand what else is possible, what else is happening.
Well, that's not the. So you worried about flying back? No, you got it.
Okay.
It'll be good.
Uh-huh.
Is this his first time to Connecticut?
Second.
Okay.
Been a while since he's been up here though.
The last time he was here, I was a baby. I was a little baby. So I was so nervous of him coming. And we did the backyard together. All three of us cooked breakfast together. We cooked breakfast. Me, Dad, and Cam, we cooked breakfast together. Then we did the yard. We was like raking up the leaves and stuff. Then we did dinner.
Yeah.
And I had the best day of my life.
That's right. Getting your people together and all y'all working on stuff together. There's nothing like that.
It's good times.
Yeah. Nothing like that. I saw y'all video today on the you outside kicking it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were still
we were singing. Well,
and you were joining on the fun.
Me and Dad were singing the
I saw that
song.
Yeah, saw that.
So I'm realizing he's just too cool for all stuff I want to do.
Well, Big Jon, you know what it's like, man, when you're 16, 17, 18 years old.
Yeah, I know. Still, I gotta like it.
Yeah. You know that. What you got, little man?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You enjoying us?
I'm enjoying it too.
What else was new and exciting?
I don't know, man. Watched a couple of games yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Good. I am, as my wife said, I'm in my glory right now.
Dad and Cam play fighting.
Yeah. Okay. I never forget one time I came home from college. I was thinking about this the other day. And I met my father at the front door. He opened the door. And I came in and hugged him and picked him up.
Mm-hmm.
And he was shocked. You know, I'm playing ball. You know, bro, you lifting and you whatever. But I just picked him up and was holding him in the air. And he was like, man. You better put me down. But those are the fun times, man. You know, when you get to spend time with people. And I always tell my young people around here too is that, you know, when you're younger, because I wouldn't say I'm an old man. I still got stuff to learn. You're around your people all the time, and you kind of take that for granted a little bit. A lot of people take that for granted, you know. Mm-hmm. But when you get older, it's selective when you see people, and when you can spend time with them, and it's always special. That's why, you know, take as many pictures as you can. We try to do the same thing. Like when we went to see Santa Claus the other day, we try to have fun with it. And
I'm sure you enjoyed that, right?
Yeah.
You enjoyed seeing Santa Claus?
We were in our pajamas.
Yeah. It's always cool, man.
Junior.
Yes.
What do you think of coloring?
What do you think of
I
color?
like it.
He colors quite a bit.
I finished my picture. I finished the picture earlier today. It's on the fridge downstairs right now.
What kind of picture is it?
It was like a forest picture. It was like it had a sunset on. It had a sun. It was like a sunset, and I drew a deer.
Okay.
And it had like tree. It had like forest trees, like the ones that
Big ones.
Mm-hmm.
those big ones.
So Paxton, when you color, are you shading or how
Yes.
do you? I thought that. Yeah.
Better artist than I am.
Yeah, Dad and Mom kept drawing.
Can't draw, can't sing.
No.
But I'm the rapping daddy.
Hey John, you can't sing, man.
No. I can sing.
Paxton, can you sing?
I have a great singing voice. It's almost like a real singer.
I think you can tell by the way people talk if they can sing or not. Cam, can you sing back there? Can you sing? Okay. Well, I used to be in the choir. I used to be in a choir as a kid, and I was in a choir in college, and I sang tenor. I enjoy singing. June, can you sing?
Was in the choir.
You were in the choir. This is true.
But now I'm not. So I'm not sure again.
You still play a violin? Can you still play?
Oh, he plays violin? Oh, that's cool.
I played violin when I was in elementary school to 8th grade.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
I love making music. I have a bluey piano, a bluey guitar,
Okay.
and a VTech drum set.
VTech. Okay. Very cool. Hope you all had a great holiday with the family. Wishing the same for you, Nathan. For sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Nathan, let me know. Are you going to be at Birmingham Car Show in February? It'd be good to see you. Hopefully this time I'll be there and I don't have a cold or anything going on.
All right. What else I want to talk about?
I'll let Junior decide.
What are you talking about? You talk about your passion for Kobe Bryant? Don't act like you're not a Kobe fan. So he's playing games on here with you all.
Cameron, Paxton, you want to sing your baseball song? Is you ready?
Yes. I redid Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
Oh, you got new lyrics?
No, there's no new lyrics. Changed it over a bit.
Okay.
It might be offending to you too because you're from Chicago.
Okay.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out. Oh, hold on, I'm singing it wrong. Don't take me out to the ball game. Don't take me out to the crowd. Don't buy me some peanuts and cracker jacks. I know the back. Let's hear for the coyotes. If they don't wish shout hooray. Cause it's 1, 2, 3 strikes. You're out. The old game.
It was a big crack because of that was not because of you. That was because of the mic.
It was a good song, though.
But the mic.
Good song.
Every team I like, she doesn't.
That's because every team is from Chicago, and we boo Chicago and throw tomatoes at them.
Oh, so you're not a Cubs fan, Paxton?
No, I live in Connecticut.
Oh, so who are you a fan of?
Well, I don't watch sports, but one time, Dad was cleaning up his and Mom's room, and dad would put on some football.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of rooting for New York.
Okay.
And I'm like, New York, you suck. And New York wasn't winning. And I'm like, New York, you suck.
I have to agree with that. Every New York team. They said I'll try. I might be in Vegas that weekend. All right. Understood. Very cool. Sorry, anything else you do you have anything for us?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
I don't know.
All right. So why don't you go ahead?
You did a great job.
Oh,
you want to say? Okay. You can say.
let's stay for a little while.
So far, I'm gonna be home in a moment. Run downstairs, turn the hallway light on. Just so it's not dark down there. What you gonna say?
You want to say or you want to go?
I might go.
Okay. Hold on a minute. Hold on 1 second.
Do you want to show to show people some of your cards back?
Yeah.
Let me see. I think I have your collection up here in the front. Nope, from the other side.
Can I show him?
So yeah. So
Paxton, what you got?
Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, you got a Buzz Lightyear?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I got a Rapunzel. She's my favorite Disney princess.
Very cool.
The Pan lives. I got a Ratatouille card.
Very nice.
This card was one of the big chasers when this set came out.
Okay. I know Junior loves the movie.
I have a Dory one.
This way.
Very cool.
And
Very nice.
Woody. I got the Locana cards.
Okay.
And I'll Simba.
Nice. Is that part of Disney 100? Was that Disney? Yeah.
That's Disney 100.
Mm-hmm.
Nemo.
Okay.
Nemo.
Yeah. Nemo. I got it. This one from Encanto.
No, that is Coco.
Coco, sorry. And one of the ones that came with had it. Somebody threw it in for her.
Okay.
A shark. From I don't know what kind it is.
That's Bruce from Nemo.
Oh. I got Eve from what's it? The robot?
Oh no. Wally.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I got a Cinderella.
Oh, very nice.
A Marlin.
Go ahead.
The Incredible.
Incredibles?
They're incredible. And from Mr. Incredible or Bob.
Nice.
And Jack.
And you currently are watching all these movies, right?
Oh, yeah.
Movies?
Yeah. And shorts.
I need to rewatch The Incredibles.
We get a Frozone movie. And
Yes,
your last one?
And the Disney Pixar Land.
Very nice.
Another chaser from when that set came out. So she
So,
got
Paxton, when you get these cards, are you ripping the packs?
No, I bought those for him.
Okay, you bought singles? Okay.
Yeah, I bought singles for her. And she also has a BGS 9.5 Rapunzel.
Okay.
Somewhere put up.
Cool.
She hasn't asked for any cards lately. But I don't think there's anything out that she would be interested in right now. The only thing I know she would like is the Bluey cards, but those are only over in the UK.
Okay.
One of my favorite shows is Bluey.
I know we gotten Junior. We saw one in the store the other day, but we got Junior some Bluey books.
Yeah.
He likes to read.
You should watch the show, and you will find out that Bluey is a girl. Just a message for all those people out there who are probably theorists who keep saying Bluey is a boy, but I actually watched the show and she is a girl.
Okay. Paxton with the info. Okay.
Yep. And then what books we've been reading? We've been reading the new
Pigeon books.
Pigeon books.
Can I get them? No. Okay.
You need to get them.
They're from Mo Williams.
Okay.
They're very fun. And I like to do like who's gonna pigeon, who's gonna be the pigeon, who's gonna be a person. The person is gonna say like no.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not actually in the book, it's just something we made up. And the pigeon is when you actually read the book. And you kind of like, what's the pigeon?
Yeah. Well, we love going to the bookstore.
Mm-hmm.
Picking up new.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Jimmy B. Jones books.
I don't really read Jimmy B. Jones. Mom reads it.
That's right.
But Paxton, I think that I already get a sense that you're a great reader.
I am kind of a good reader.
Mm-hmm.
I don't stutter like my father does.
Okay. I'm just a bus like that. They don't know.
Have you ever heard of Dear Dumb Diary?
Yes, I have.
I like reading those books. They crack me up. Which means like they're so funny.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, she I think her first book she wrote is like similar to one of the Bluey books, and I think the next one she's writing is kind of like the Dumb Diaries.
Mm-hmm.
You want to tell about your plays? Did you put on?
Oh yeah, I put on pretend plays with my stuffies.
Okay.
You're talking full cast, producer, and like we take weeks to make a script type things.
Okay. When's the last time you had a play? When's the last time you put on a play?
A really long time ago.
Like a month ago.
I'm still thinking, and I keep putting it off. I kind of went out of my comfort zone.
Okay. The next time you have one, I can't wait to hear about it.
Yeah.
That's good. They're actually pretty good. Good story. She gets in the character. So vivid imagination. We like that.
Yeah. Very cool. I've learned a lot about Paxton. Very cool.
Thanks.
All right, we're gonna talk about sports now, okay?
Okay.
All right. Let me thank
you, Paxton.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
She said, finally I can be famous. She was happy to come on.
We'll have her on again.
Yep. All right, baby girl.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, so that's been my day, man. And I am fully enthralled in having both of them here. So
I bet you are, man. Yeah. I mean, it's your young people there.
Yeah. And the fun part is they both look like me. and don't look like each other.
They both look like you. They do. Yeah.
So, all right. So what you want to get into?
Luka Doncic
out again.
Big Jon. Big Jon. This is my thing now. Let me ask you this question: why do people act like they don't know what's happening? Why do people act like that? I
don't know. Let's see. You got him and AD out on non-contact injuries.
AD is. I'm trying to word this the right way. He's awkward within his own body at times.
No, that's Embiid.
So AD will trip over his own feet and sprain his ankle. And I don't know, tell you the truth, it takes a lot to be like a Shaquille O'Neal or someone that's 7 feet tall and really coordinated. It takes a lot. I mean, that's a lot of a human being to be moving around on a consistent basis. So I don't, I don't know, but well, you talking about Embiid. We had Embiid trip over. What I don't understand is, so we're in the playoffs. Excuse me, we're in the regular season, and we have these little guardrails up before the game starts, and so Embiid kind of tripped over that and sprained his ankle.
I don't know. I'm glad to play it. I'm glad they won. But
Well, let's go back to Luka though.
Yeah. So Luka, they seem to once they got confirmation he wouldn't come back in the game, they seem to flow way better.
I think they're a better team without him, and most people don't want to hear that. But the continuity and the flow of the game and the way the ball moves, it's better when Luka's not there.
They play a better brand of basketball.
Yeah.
When he's not in the game. It's not. Remember, the only thing I can put it to. Remember when LeBron first got to the Cavs? Mm-hmm. He was carrying kind of was give LeBron the ball. We all stand and watch.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of that with Luka when he said, and it's still like that. 6-7 years in.
But he makes it like that though because he gets the ball and holds the ball.
Yeah.
So he kind of makes it like that. I just don't see a guy, and I'm not trying to pick on him, man. I just don't see a guy who is really in shape and ready to get after something. And then if you think about his resume, WBC, Luka's hurt. Olympics, he got ejected. He argued calls to the point. It was almost like he didn't want to be there and he was about to set that thing up. He argued calls to the point where he was kicked out of the game. And then like in these big games, Christmas Day, you come out, you strain a calf, you're just dribbling. I don't know.
My thing with Luka, you got to stop whining. Like, you get a favorable whistle in the first place. You already get a favorable whistle. You ain't got to argue. That's my whole problem with the NBA right now is that they argue. Oh, every missed shot it's a looks at well. If he fouled me, he hit. Like, play on.
Well, that's part of the problem. Another part of the problem is that you got people shooting threes who can't really shoot threes.
No.
And then after you miss the three, now it's like everybody running for the rebound. You don't really have. It's like it looks sloppy. The game looks real sloppy after you miss that three. You can't touch a person. You can't play defense. There's no hand checking. I can't do any of that. So how do I play defense?
And you see good people who can good first step can get to the rim themselves, get there, and don't go up to score. They go up to pass out. Like
because somebody has told them from a report that we want more threes and twos around here. So then that's what you do.
Yeah, but those shots become open when you hit the little easy layup, when you hit the floater. Like when you hit the floater, that man in the corner is going to be open way more consistently because, hey, you showed you can hit this shot.
I agree.
We're going up. Like they're not leaving the man in the corner because they know you're going to go up like this and then look the pass.
Mm-hmm.
Skipping the ball, I would tell Luka, the ball moves faster out of your hands, right? You can pass that ball around to the other side of the court quicker than you can dribble around to the other side of the court.
True. So I continue to ask the question: will Luka Doncic win a championship?
Then we go talk about Luka. Turmoil in Miami.
Yeah, some people don't. I can tell you this: no one gives a damn about what Pat Riley's talking about.
No,
when he says we're not trading Jimmy doesn't care about that.
Do you not know who you're dealing with?
You'll trade me if I say you trade me, not if what you say.
He got out of Minnesota, didn't he? And he loved Tibbs.
He got out of Philly.
He didn't get out of Philly. They didn't re-sign him. They chose Tobias Harris over him.
Oh yeah, but he was in that locker room.
Yeah,
what the word was, telling people who they were and where he was going to be.
Yep.
Yeah. Just like he told Cat that he was soft as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My thing with Jimmy, and I told you, if he's your second best player, you have a real shot at getting the championship. If he's your third best player, you probably are going to win a championship, right?
Okay, so
he's got a will. He's got a will to win, and he's going to hold everybody accountable in practice.
Okay,
right.
So let me ask you, under that logic, where can he go where he's the third best player?
If he went to Golden State, he'd be the second or third best player. If he went to Phoenix, he'd be the third best player.
Who you giving up?
Oh, they have to give up Bill.
Okay.
My thing from Jimmy's side of it, and I see Jimmy's side of it, right? They're essentially punishing him for not winning a championship with the team they put around him, and not rewarding him for getting to the finals twice in 4 years. Right? Essentially, because we didn't win, you're punishing me because we didn't win the championship.
But you know what's catching up to Jimmy.
But,
you can't just play in the playoffs. Man.
Yeah, but I didn't catching up. But think about it, right? I get you to the finals twice in 3 years. I'm 2 years out. We start talking about contract negotiations. You say you don't want to pay me, right? You don't want to reward me for getting to the finals twice. Well, Bam, Tyler Hero, y'all paid Duncan Robinson after we had one good season, who ain't did nothing else. Y'all paid Tyler Hero. Y'all gave Vincent crazy money. Y'all offer these second round picks. Y'all develop crazy money when they come.
Mm-hmm.
You seen last year. I'm out. I'm hurt. Legitimately hurt. We can't beat Boston in a series. We getting waxed. You Bam. Y'all outside Bam, Tyler Hero. They get waxed without me. But you don't want to pay me. It's the same problem he had in Minnesota. Like,
why do you think why do you think these organizations don't want to pay him?
He's a pain to deal with. He wears on you. I won't. He came up old school NBA. He's a pain to deal with, but at the same time, he's not wrong. He wasn't wrong. Yeah, it's Cat's turn to get paid, but I'm the reason we're winning. Just because this is his turn, why you got to pay? Right? You don't want to pay me, I'm the driving force.
You know, it may be that this guy has never been a top draft pick.
Yeah,
he worked his way up out the mud,
and
people just don't want to pay him. Probably leaning on, he's going to be hurt soon, or this is going to happen soon.
I bet you if he was paid, he wouldn't be hurt.
I agree.
It's a lot easier to be disgruntled, and I woke up, I was up with my shoulder wrong. In the regular season, it is knowing like you just think about it. You want to say he want to play? He was in the finals, hurt, putting up 40, 50 points, carrying the team to victory when Bam did nothing, Hero did nothing, Vincent did nothing, no help. The only other player we seen get no help like this and still take a team to the finals is LeBron.
True.
He has an accent to trade people. You heard him trade this person, bring this star in. I need this person.
Hold on, let me just hit you with something. We're in the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Tyrese Halliburton has 2 points. Go ahead, though. Just don't lay that on.
But to Jimmy's point, my point about Jimmy is that he is the type of person who just, if you show him that he's appreciated, he's valued, he will give you all he got. If you show me that I'm not, I'm a work my wage.
I can tell you this: if he says I want to be traded from Miami, I don't see him being put with a contender. I just don't see it.
You might not see it.
It's off GP. Just don't see it.
I would say this, right? Jimmy's not a superstar, but he's a solid star. Okay. I would say he's a solid star. He's not a superstar, right? But he's definitely a step above an all-star. You know what I mean?
I don't disagree with that. Yeah.
So he got a little weight. I just don't know if he has that weight to determine, hey, I'm the AD weight when I'm going to LA. You know what I mean?
Probably.
But he's got weight. But again, Embiid would have loved to have him still, right?
So the question is, does Curry win his fifth, or does Jimmy win his first? Which one happens first?
I mean, if they trade him to Golden State, both can be true.
If they do bring in Jimmy, they got to bring in more.
When I look at where they say he wants to go, right? If he's Dallas can't afford him, they have to give up. They have to gut the team basically to afford him, so they're not going to Dallas. If you talk about Phoenix, that's a one-on-one with him and Bill because of contract.
Mm-hmm.
Still doesn't fix the problem in Phoenix, but you have a player if Durant's hurt who still can win you the game.
True.
I don't think Bill or Booker are those players are, hey, I'm winning, I'm number one option now, and we're winning. I don't think those players anymore. If he goes to Golden State, if you keep Wiggs, I think you can win. When I watched the game last night, it's the non-Curry minutes you're losing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you win more of those minutes with him than you do with Wiggs and Kuminga. Nobody on that second team demands the ball or tries to really initiate the offense in an aggressive manner. They kind of all run the play, take the best shot open, but they don't force anything.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you see the leads disappear. And that's why you see the leads grow on the opposite end, because those non-Curry minutes, even when it's Draymond in the game, like that lineup they started last night, they had started with Wiggins, Draymond, Shedeur, was it Trace Jackson, and then
Yep.
When you got two scorers on the court.
Yeah, they have a problem scoring the basketball. Yeah.
And I just find it now that Wiggins has won a championship and multiple championships, he doesn't have that same disdain for LeBron that he used to have.
Doesn't seem to be.
Where he used to go at LeBron. It was personal.
Yeah.
It's not personal anymore with him.
Mm-hmm.
That used to be personal when they played. No matter what team he was on, he showed up. And he don't show up for that game.
Very true.
So I feel like with a player like Butler on that second team, you don't have the same non-Curry minute issues. But then how do him and Curry play together when you have another non-shooter on the floor?
And that's the question I've always asked. How does he fit with Curry?
Yeah.
Because anybody coming in there has to fit with Curry.
Yeah. So that is the issue that I see having. He won't go to Denver. They won't trade him in the East.
No, I don't see that.
And either way, if Miami's relying on Bam Adebayo to be their future, they're going to be a 8 to 12 seed organization.
So when Jimmy leaves, where does that leave Bam?
Bam will turn into Hassan Whiteside.
Wow. Man, you got no love for Bam, huh?
I got plenty of love for Bam. If game per game, I don't see much difference in watching the game. My eyes between Bam and a Wiseman, a Chase Jackson, Davis. I don't see a Derek Lively. I don't see difference. He doesn't do anything particularly well offensively that he can go to. He doesn't post game. He doesn't shoot the three that great. He doesn't have a great post game. Doesn't have a great mid range game.
Everything you're saying. Shoot 30% from the three.
Mm-hmm.
This is this year. Shooting real bad for his career. He's shooting 46% from the field. I don't know why that sounds so low. I mean, he's always been way above that. So he's not shooting the three. So what? I don't know what he's.
What's his rebounds at?
Total 10 a game.
All right, so he's a double, but he's not doing anything. Where's his offensive rebounds at? Is that low now?
But if his field goes at 46%, bro, that tells me he's not shooting. He's not low down in the paint.
Nope.
He's shooting jumpers. He's settling somewhere for something. I mean, 61%. Excuse me, 0.061 drop off is significant. He's averaging 6.7 points a game. Pretty significant. So, yeah, I don't know what's up with Bam. Maybe Jimmy's thinking about that as well.
Sorry, organizing traffic behind me. Yeah, but you see that I don't see if they're not going to get the value of star back for Jimmy, right? Whether it's Bill, whether it's Kuminga. So you don't have the same thing, right? And do you know anybody who collects Bam in a hobby?
Hey, I'm about to go there right now. This is what I just started. I got to go to eBay.
Mm-hmm.
I got to find out what's happening with this dude's rookie card. What is going on with Bam?
Rated rookie out of 199 just sold for $15 today. You PSA 10 just sold $20 base. You know you don't have a great market when you put in his name in rookie and all you get is 2 cards show up and a bunch of football.
I'm getting shake stuff showing up here. And I'm searching on Bam Adebayo.
Yeah. So that just tell you like no hobby relevance.
But he used to have one. Maybe it was all, maybe it was the COVID era. But he used to have one.
What's the difference between Bam Adebayo and Jaren Jackson Jr.?
Jaren Jackson Jr. and Bam Adebayo?
Yeah, what's the difference? Like you watched them both play.
Jaren Jackson Jr. is just taller and shoots the 3 better. That's about it.
Either one you want leading your team? What happened last year when Morant was out?
No, I wouldn't want Jaren Jackson Jr. leading my team. No.
Right? You want Bam leading your team?
No. Also,
Anthony Davis.
I hate to say this, but I got to bring this up. Bam's numbers might be down because of A'ja Wilson. You don't know.
Saying distracted?
That man has never shot 46% from the field.
I mean,
come on, baby.
You think you'd want to be the best player in the relationship, but obviously,
I don't know. A'ja Wilson 6'4".
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
She might can put up 20 on Bam.
She might be putting up 25 and snatching 15. Who knows? But you do know the Bears are playing right now?
Oh, I know.
I did not know.
Yeah.
Let me turn this on and see just how much something can stank. Turn this on right quick. So NFL is on every day of the week now, huh? How you feel about that?
I don't want to hear you talk about player safety, when you have teams playing 3 games in 11 days.
3 games in 11 days and playing 17 games on the season.
Right? You got people played Saturday and then came back and turned around and played Wednesday.
Bro, when I saw the Texans on yesterday, I was shocked. I was like, Tank Dell just tore up his knee.
Yeah. And I think you could just have, like, it's about schedule planning.
Bro,
Somebody, I'm saying Wednesday. If I'm playing Wednesday on week 15 for Christmas, why don't I have a week 14 by week?
Bro, the Bears on the like 5-yard line.
Yeah.
Caleb does a 3-step drop. This is the play call. 3-step drop, turn, throw, parallel to himself to DJ Moore. DJ Moore basically catches the ball in the end zone.
Yep.
Now they're on the 2-yard line.
That's their offense. Swing pass.
You know this head coach will never be a head coach again in life, right?
No. Even that pass was a 3-yard pass. 3-yard. It was a 3-yard out. That DJ Moore turned.
Yeah, he turned it up. Yeah.
But that was a 3-yard pass.
Why is their offense like this so deep in the season?
They don't even run slant plays. They don't even run inside slants.
Is it because Caleb Williams? Like, why are they running these kind of plays?
Because everybody in the organization is stupid.
Well, you know, I told you about the McCaskies. I'm over here watching people. I'm checking this out.
I just want somebody to find me 10 slant routes in his offense where he has a receiver flashing in front of his face.
Another screen. If they're throwing screens.
Yep.
I didn't know DeAndre Swift was so small.
Oh, he's speaking of small. You see, DeAndre Jackson is going to be a coach, college coach.
Deshaun Jackson. Yeah,
Deshaun Jackson.
I hope he. Let me just say this, but this is not targeted at any one person. I don't really want to hear any scandals or anything. I want people to have success. I hope that they have success and grow and develop and build these programs and then go get the jobs that they want. I knew when Deion said the other day that he's talked to everyone that's going to be a coach or that's coming or considering being a coach or being considered, and they're of African American persuasion. I knew more will come, and it's more than what we're probably going to find out this year. But I just hope, man, that I've heard. Okay, Michael Vick is head coach, right? I haven't heard anything about his staff.
No,
but I see Allen Iverson at the press conference.
Are these teams doing it for NIL money? Get the name.
I don't know, man.
Coach get NIL money, or
if you're at Delaware State, are you excited about Deshaun Jackson? I don't want to be a hater, dude.
I'm not. Deshaun Jackson personality, when I seen, does not scream head coach.
This is my point.
Listen, coach, he seemed cool.
It could be a wide receiver coach.
Yeah. I'm not saying he can't be a good head coach. I'm just his personality type, what he portrays and when he was doing media, seems very cool.
Yeah.
Why are we trying to hurdle everybody?
I don't know, but he got played. He played himself on that one. I would hope Swift didn't think he was about to. And if I'm a corner or something now, after what Saquon did,
I'm hitting high.
You're not getting over me, son. Oh, you hear your brother Kurt Herbstreit? Swift went airborne for some reason. Oh, do you want to talk about Kurt Herbstreit?
So
do you want
to? Can we put it up? I didn't see what Herbstreit said. I just seen what Shannon said.
Oh, let me pull it up for you because we tried to get what I always call is when people do this, like
no, the clout chase is real.
Yeah, you kind of talking sideways. And if people don't know what sideways is, I'm about to show you.
Because you're saying that the Ohio State coach should not be fired for the consecutive seasons of losing to Michigan. I don't know.
But my thing is this. Okay, you're friends with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. But your job is to analyze sports on game day. So, I mean, do that.
But here's the thing. Ohio State, from my experience in college football, Ohio State, there are two standards, right? National championship, beat Michigan. Yeah, if you don't win, if you don't win national championship but you beat Michigan, your job is fine. If you lose to Michigan, win national championship, your job is fine. But when you lose both back to back years, and Michigan has gone on to win a national championship, your 10-win seasons mean nothing.
Yeah. If you're in the real world.
Yeah, this is not Northern Illinois. This is not Illinois.
No.
Where 10 wins is a great season. Your 10-win season bowl game means absolutely nothing in Ohio State. It's like Alabama and Georgia, right?
True.
Texas, USC. The standard is the standard, and the standard is national championship.
So let me play this for you so you can hear what my boy Herbie had to say.
Playoff officially in the books, and unfortunately, it was a bit of a dud. Heavy chalk. All home teams or higher seeds won, and the margin of victory was almost 20 points in all 4 games, with the only lead change coming in the Clemson-Texas game. Ton of attention was on Ryan Day and Ohio State heading into the weekend. But during their win against Tennessee, Kirk Herbstreit shared his thoughts on Ryan Day potentially being on the hot seat. Take a listen.
When you hear pundits on this network and other places talk about that with certainty, it's nonsense, frankly. I mean, the public doesn't pull the trigger and get rid of the coach.
No.
The administrators do, and they're behind them.
Yeah. First Take tried to fire him. They thought he was done. So I'll be excited to see what they talk about on Monday after this performance. They had him out. They're trying to find replacements. But here he is. He's still got his hat on. He's still coaching.
Yes, he is still coaching, and yes, Ohio State looked fantastic
Step aside, Shannon.
against Tennessee.
Step aside,
I'll let
Shannon.
you respond.
Step aside, Shannon and Dio. Let me get. Take it
All right, go ahead, Shannon.
Hold on. No.
Even though I'm gonna let it slide.
Pause it.
I'm gonna be a good teammate. I'm gonna let it slide.
You want to pause? Yeah.
Yeah. So he is Ryan Day. Is a total of 62-9 in his career at Ohio State, with 5 consecutive losses to Michigan and no national championships. For any other job in the country, that is great. You are a magnificent coach. If you're in Oregon, great. You're in USC, great. You at Oklahoma, great. Texas Tech, great. You at South Carolina. Any other place that isn't Ohio State, Michigan, Georgia, Alabama, Texas, Clemson, where the standard is we win national championships and we beat our rival, that's a great record. But you are at Ohio State. The standard don't change just because we friends.
Yeah.
This is the standard, my man. You know, this Kirk Herbstreit is going to be the same somebody that when if Mike Tomlin loses a game in playoffs, who will be on the bandwagon that Mike Tomlin should be fired.
But he has a personal relationship with Ryan Day.
This is what I'm saying. This is the hypocrisy in it. Kirk Herbstreit would be the same person saying that the NFL coach who's never been under 500, who almost always makes the playoffs, never been under 500, who hasn't won a championship in over a decade, should be fired after a winning season. But your buddy, who's winning games, a lot of games, great record, but ain't beating his rival, ain't winning national championships in 5 years, should still have a job. The standard is either the standard or you're a bunch of bull.
Well, he also brought up that Ryan Day's family is receiving death threats.
Welcome to playing at Ohio State.
Yeah, I hate to say that. That's Ohio State.
He knew that. He knew he was. It's not like he was hired outside. He grew up in the program.
True.
Right. He's a successor. He wasn't interviewed from coming from another school. He was the successor from the previous coach.
Mm-hmm.
He knows death threats are part of it. Should he be getting death threats? No. If anybody in the chat is sending people death threats, stop it.
Yes. But let me put an end to this.
Yeah.
Because Shay Sharp got something to say.
Everybody's at ESPN because had you not taken the route you taken, I would have lit their ass up. But I'm going to let it slide. You know what, guys? Congratulations, Ohio State. You won the game. But, hey, if we're going to be on the same team, if we're going to work for the same network, don't do that. Kurt, Chris Fowler, I promise you, if you ever mention anything, any platform that I'm on again and talking about, I wonder what they're going to say in negativity, I promise you, ESPN ain't got enough bosses to keep me off y'all for what I'm going to say. So I'm going to let y'all slide today. I'm going to turn it over to D.O. before I get myself in trouble. But don't play with me. Go ahead, D.O.
Yeah, man. So supposedly Shannon Sharp, Kirk Herbstreit, after that had a text exchange about this.
Mm-hmm.
Kurt apologized for the stuff that he had said.
Okay, if I'm anybody on ESPN, if I'm an analyst on ESPN, I don't care how long I've been there. If I'm going to talk about somebody else in a negative light, their names better not be Pat McAfee, Shannon Sharp, and Stephen A.
I don't even know what we're doing.
And Ryan Clark. Don't mess with Ryan Clark either.
No. Well, so why are we doing that? Like, why would you put your professionalism in jeopardy because you got your friend Ryan Day? I don't get it.
Listen, we know that the three people with the most cachet in ESPN: Stephen A., Shannon Sharp, and Pat McAfee.
And
right?
Let's think about this. These are the things that separate people to me. All three of those people are self-made.
Yeah.
Because Pat McAfee came to ESPN and they told him to kick rocks.
Mm-hmm.
And he went and built his own studio and made himself who he is today. And then they begged him to come over. So Shannon Sharp, man, I remember when Club Shay Shay first started.
Mm-hmm.
And his lighting wasn't right. The guests that he would have on would be, kind of hit or miss. Sometimes he would run it by himself, like a podcast.
Yeah.
No interviews. I remember he was on CBS, still kind of struggling with a lisp. Shannon Sharp has put a lot of work in on just how he brings his information to people. So Stephen A. Smith, we know he was working at a radio station overnight, making no money, and worked his way up to what he is now. So,
and we know he's been fired by ESPN before. Had a hot show and got fired.
Yeah, he had remember his own talk show?
Yeah, he had a hot show and got fired. Late night talk show.
Yeah. Got that thing down.
The difference is right now with ESPN, not only that it's owned by Disney, media is accessible everywhere. I don't need ESPN to know. I don't need to hear Stephen A. talk to know what happened about the game.
Also, let me say this: Kirk Herbstreit is caught in the old school.
Yeah,
what you would think an ex-player would do. He's taking over for Brett Musburger.
Mm-hmm.
But these guys are in media doing other things, using platforms and new technology to go do other things. They're not up here commentating the game. So Shannon Sharp, that's why he said when he gave his rebuttal to Kirk Herbstreit that I'm on 5 days a week. I will blast you every day that I'm on for whatever you think you're talking about, whatever analysis you're giving. These guys have numbers behind them.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, Kirk Herbstreit, the Sunday show y'all do pregame show, you are no longer the star of that show.
No, they brought in a guy.
McAfee's the star of that show.
They brought in a guy.
Saban's the next star of that show.
Yes.
All
these dudes have numbers behind.
You are third at best.
That's because you're here trying to be the next Brett Musburger.
Yeah. Which is a great thing to do. Like,
But it's played,
Inside-
Big
yeah,
Jon. It's played. It's played.
Inside the NBA would never replace Ernie Johnson.
But you know what's happening?
Hmm?
You got athletes coming in. Okay, this is what Shannon Sharp. You want me to translate what Shannon Sharp is really thinking? Probably. I'm a Hall of Fame tight end. I'm probably top 2 or top 3 at what I did. I'm bringing knowledge from the field, the front office, and all these years I worked on CBS and did other things. I'm bringing that to this. Also, I'm mixing in other things. So we're going to talk politics. We're going to talk movies. This thing is going to keep growing. I've had Ocho Cinco on here talking about football. I've had Gilbert Arenas talking about basketball. Now I got J.R. Smith. We're going to keep expanding. Probably going to have people come in and start talking about WNBA. Start doing a whole bunch of other stuff. Kurt Herbstreit, you were a quarterback at Ohio State that went to the NFL and crashed and burned immediately. I remember when Kurt Herbstreit tried to have an NFL career. Jordan, you said Kurt is the face of what? What's he the face of? He's not the face.
He's not the face of game day no more.
He's not the face of game day. Absolutely not. If
Not
you
no
watch
more.
game day, even how they sit at the panel.
Pat's in the middle.
In the boop, right in the middle.
Pat's
he's
running
right by
out.
Saban.
Pat's doing all the fanning. Kurt is at the end of the table, and he's at the 5 at the end of the table.
But Jordan, what you fail to realize is that no one is worried about who's the next Brett Musburger. Nobody's worried about that.
I will put it like this:
And Kurt is not the face of college football. Go ahead.
Brett Musburger is, from that show, is Eddie Johnson. If Eddie Johnson leaves inside the NBA, nobody can replace him. Nobody can replace Ernie.
True.
Same thing for Brett. Nobody can replace Brett. But Brett sits at 1, Lee sits at 2, McAfee, Saban, Kurt Herbstreit at the end at 5.
Yeah.
From left to right every week on College Game Day. There are a whole lot less signs for Kurt Herbstreit in the crowds than are from Saban and Pat McAfee. Yeah. McAfee is running all the crowd interactions. McAfee is leading all things out on the field. All the things that Kurt was doing, McAfee now does. And the thing about McAfee, if ESPN sent on him, guess what? He just goes back to doing his regular show or goes to WWE.
So Jordan says Kurt equals Dick Vitale, Larry Brown. We're talking about, I don't think Jordan is getting one. We're talking about modern day sports viewing. We're not talking about who's the next Vince Scully, who's the next Brett Musburger, you actually average 17 to 35-year-old about Kurt Herbstreit. Ask the people at game day that are on campus behind him about Kurt Herbstreit. I don't think that's. Remember, Saban won't be there long. Who says that? I know if I'm watching game day, I want to hear more of what Saban has to say than I do Kurt Herbstreit.
And I will say this: Saban might be there long because Saban doesn't want to deal with NIL.
That's right. We just had a coach. We just had University of Miami's basketball coach just left today because of NIL.
These old school coaches who have been getting away with the mistreatment, misrepresentation.
Bob Knight could never make it today. He could never make it. Couldn't make it.
You know, you see a college coach like Dabo say, "We're not interested in the portal." Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's reasons behind why he's not interested in the portal. One, you want people want to come to Clemson that you can pay, and you want the next person that's looking just for money. Like people are getting players in college football and college basketball are having good games, and get teams having success and saying, "Oh, what? Hey, pay me more. I'm transferring," and they're not paying you more, right? And we what, year 3, year 4 of the NIL? I think 2 years out from NIL horror stories really coming out from these players who didn't manage their money right, who didn't pay their taxes, who didn't make it in the NFL, who didn't take the going to school part seriously. And you're seeing those horror stories coming out where I'm broke, I'm back at working at this minimum wage job, and nothing wrong working a minimum wage job. I'm just saying you're going to see the teams and the college organizations like the Colorado, like what BYU is trying to do in college basketball, where they give these players financial literacy as well as media training, as well as the sports training they get, and how to build a whole team that's competent around them.
Yeah.
And you're going to see those players succeed, and those stars succeed, and you're going to see, like, just think about how much money Jadeveon Clowney could have made at South Carolina back in the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you look like, what's this? I can't think of the quarterback name, but you're going to see more Johnny Manziel stories come out than you think. And I'm all for NIL. I'm all for them getting paid for their name, image, and likeness. But at the same time, it's the Wild Wild West. There's no rules behind this, for real. And then there's also, when these people who had NIL deals with this particular, let's say if I had a car dealership and I signed up this NIL deal and you leave the team mid-season, well, I didn't give you all this money, this contract we signed, you left the team, now what do?
Yep.
How do I recoup the money I already give you? Now we got to go have litigation on this, right? Because you didn't fulfill your end of the team because you left, but I ain't paid you.
We got Jordan here. Says all sports evolve, all teams evolve. Neil is no different than one and done. Duke never had them. Coach Shea was against them. Now it's the norm. College sports has changed.
But Coach K, Kyrie Irving was a one and done.
Yeah.
So he's had one and dones.
Yeah.
But the difference is, as a college athlete, and FD, you know this too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Barely got a stipend, right? Only thing I was guaranteed is that I was gonna be able to eat 3 times a day, every day, right? But my commitment as a football player, I got to be up 5 a.m. for this, 6 a.m. this, 7 a.m. Regiment, my classes, my grades still got to be this. The difference is you get a bright genius in your academic program for science. This person can go have a second job. He can go do research. He can work on these other teams and use his brain and still have to be filed and get paid for it right then and there. Well, back in the day, these athletes, if you're a football school, your football program makes all the money for every other sports program at the school.
Yeah.
If your team is a basketball team, so for instance, UConn basketball, girls and boys make all the money, makes the majority of the money for all of the school programs.
Yeah.
We're talking volleyball, we're talking about soccer, we're talking about like pickleball now, some teams like that, right? These make all the money to support all these other organizations off the back of these athletes who got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But memorabilia, shoe deals, and of course under the table. So like teams who are trying to set up, like coaches like Dion, who are trying to set teams up right with the literacy part of it, are going to have more success as it goes to it. They go.
Yeah, but to me, this is what happens when you have different people coaching.
Mm-hmm.
Besides the traditional coaches that we've seen before. When you have different mindsets.
I mean, you have AD stepping down, and retiring, because this is a headache. This is a legal headache for an athletic director.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about 5,000 to 10,000 kids have to worry about NIL with 5,000 to 10,000 students across all sports?
Yep, but why is Dion winning? Why is Dion winning?
Structure.
But do you think it helps that I was the best corner of all time?
Oh,
So
okay. His name
I bust
helps.
my ass at playing ball.
His name helps.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you
Who
think
he
it
is,
helps?
his helps.
When he says, "Big Jon, you a baller. You got that dog in you. You can play."
Yeah.
And then when he says, "FD, I need more work out of you." We got the DB last year. What was his name? McCarthy. So McCormy said, "The hell with this. I want a sleeping class. I want to be late to meetings for the football program." He's opposite Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
You remember this?
Mm-hmm.
Travis Hunter's handling his business. 4.0 GPA, on time, handling, knows his professors, goes to these study sessions. This is well documented.
Mm-hmm.
He's a Heisman Trophy winner. My man over
his NIL money back into the team.
Yeah.
So everybody else get NIL.
Because he knows what's coming. He ain't worried about that NIL money. He knows what's coming. So, but the other guy says, I'm going to transfer to Florida. It hasn't played all season.
No. So, again, and we're going to touch on the Travis Hunter and his girlfriend situation a little bit. If he's listening to Dion about all this stuff, you think he's not listening to Dion about his girl?
I've already told people that. I've already said the same thing.
I'm saying, you just think about it. Hey, coach, you were right about all 100 of these things you told me over the last 2 years. You were right about Jackson State, coming here, all this. I'm richer than I ever thought I could ever be because of you. And but you wrong about my girl.
I think Travis Hunter is just a guy who doesn't want to talk about this in public on social media.
No.
But he knows what the.
But we said this last week. It's going to get uglier now.
Mm-hmm.
And it got ugly right after we got done on screen.
Yeah, because when she didn't stand up at the Heisman Trophy ceremony, I told my girlfriend here, they're going to find who this person is.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to find who this person is, and what makes her tick, and they're going to exploit and scratch and dig until they.
And you got a lot of people looking for clout. And look, we just figured on it because it closes the story that about Dion being who he is. Dion is a good coach. He's a good father. His person, a good person, good mentor. And listen, you don't gotta like that he cocky, but he got a right to be. And you got 2 gold jackets, you can be cocky.
But I go all the way back. We talk about self-made. I go all the way back. I love self-made people.
Mm-hmm.
I go all the way back. So Dion was in high school balling out, looking up in the stands. His father never showed up. So Dion says that he created Primetime as his alter ego to combat all fears that he had. Dion might be scared, but I bet you can't play with Prime.
Nope.
So when a guy is self-made, man, most people are afraid to cross the street. But you take on everything and you give out the greatest corner of all time? And you go to Major League Baseball and ball out? There's nothing to me. People can say whatever they want to about Deion Sanders. Does that same person attack any part of that day with nothing but straight passion about what they want to do?
Nope.
They don't do that. So I think this is why people look at him and don't like the guy, because he represents what you cannot do for yourself.
Hey, FD, give me one more.
Yeah. That's my view on Deion Sanders. And what I see him doing with young people at Colorado, that's different. Then people say, well, he only does it for the cameras. Yeah, I remember when I started following Deion Sanders as a high school coach of his children. A lot of stuff you see him do right now, he did then. The way he talked to his players. And this stuff at that time was not like well documented on social media, anywhere else like that. And ask yourself, why don't other coaches kind of showcase their program on social media? Why do we think that doesn't happen? You think Deion is just that? He just wants to see himself on camera? That he does that? I don't think that's the case. I think it's about stretching the envelope and doing something different and incorporating technology into it. And I don't think a lot of these coaches in their mindsets are ready to do something like that. I don't think a lot of these ADs understand the value of social media and what role it plays and how it can help you recruit. You got Deion now on practice jerseys, has every player's social media on their back so they can showcase themselves. Pre-high school, when he started Truth, he's done every level. Yeah. So I don't know. That's just me though. If you found a self-made person, I'm probably gonna love him.
Oh. Yeah.
What you got, Big Jon?
I had to get something to drink real quick. I want to touch on this football season, right? And I want to touch on the MVP race.
Okay.
Why does everybody think this is Josh Allen's MVP to lose?
Well, last year they thought the same thing.
Like Lamar's balling, and I'm gonna preface this right now, right? Because watching TV, listening to these people talk, the extreme amount of racism that are people who still say he's a running back playing quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I hear somebody say that, it just screams racism to me because you can't actually be watching him play and seeing how long it takes him to run. He's not looking to run and take off. And he's saying people applaud Josh Allen for his ability to run and take off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I am over it. Like, this man's a quarterback who can run, and he like the game last night, he was amazing.
He was.
And he only had like 170 yards passing.
Yeah, very efficient.
He only needed it. He only needed 100. Very efficient.
Oh, we got a comment here. Nate says Lamar is front runner. Should be.
Prior to last night, all you heard was it's Josh Allen's MVP, nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
And then what you started hearing is now that Cincinnati is doing better, that if Joe Burrow gets them into the playoff, he should be in an MVP.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me ask you this. What MVP would this be for Lamar if he wins?
Third.
Okay. Do you know how many people in NFL history have won 3 MVPs?
Probably not many.
Not many. So he's bona fide already with 2. He's a Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
You can't dispute that at all. With 3, he's becoming a legend. And don't let him put a Super Bowl on top of that. But I think the thing is, I think people expect for African American quarterbacks to run, right?
Yeah,
they're good with their feet. You hear all this all the time. But Lamar is one of the few quarterbacks that I can think of that could settle down and throw a rope to someone that can also read the defense. He doesn't make many mistakes when it comes to reading the defense. He's not confused by whatever you're doing. So he can also put on the Jets like we saw last night and run for a touchdown. He's probably the best quarterback we've seen do both. We know Mahomes can move around. He's a top quarterback in the history of the league that can do both as well. But nobody is like you. Lamar is like Michael Vick running with an understanding of every defense you're about to play, and I'm not going to make mistakes. This year he's thrown what 4 or 5 interceptions.
Yeah,
and if you look at each one of them, it had nothing to do with his pass. So the only way I think people can wrap their heads around that is to try to dismiss him as a running back. George says so. Josh Allen, number 2 and 3 team in the NFL. That's why he's considered. I don't see Josh Allen winning. I would think Lamar has to lay an egg, or Josh Allen has to really explode for Josh Allen to win the MVP.
Okay, so I'm not saying Josh Allen shouldn't be in the MVP conversation and shouldn't win MVP. I'm saying that he shouldn't be the only one we're talking about. We're talking about 12-3.
Yeah.
For Josh Allen, 3,549 yards, 26 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 76.8 QBR. Lamar Jackson, we're talking about 11-5, 3,955 passing yards, 39 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 77.7 QBR. The first leader in touchdowns, leader in QBR, and third in yards, passing yards. We're not even talking about rushing yards. So when you're going to look at the stats, what's comparable, they both should be in the conversation. It should not just be one from the national media. That's the agenda being pushed that it's Josh Allen to lose. You know, listen, Mahomes is what, 15-1, 14-1, whatever. So if you want to talk about record,
but you know he's had the lowest passing yards he's had in his career. Almost.
Yeah, I understand his team's 11-5. I understand 12-3, back 12-3. But guess what? 2 more games left. If they finish 1 or 2 games apart, who's reckoning on stats? I people say that Derrick Henry's on the team now, and he's more important than Lamar. This is what I've heard watching ESPN and listening around.
Yeah, no, I've heard this. Yeah,
and I will debate myself here and say Josh Allen lost his number 1 receiver, still putting up great stats. Should be in the MVP conversation. I'm just saying he's not the only person should be in that conversation.
I'm gonna say he's not gonna win MVP unless a Lamar comes out and has some horrible the next 2 games, or he doesn't play one game that Josh Allen just explodes. I just don't see it.
Josh Allen doesn't have to play the next 2 games either. He doesn't have to.
No, he doesn't.
They've locked up their seeding. They're number 2 seed. They're locked up. Lamar doesn't have to play the next 2 games. They're locked up. So we are literally just playing for MVP.
Yep. Saquon, I just don't see him. Saquon's not winning MVP. You have to include him because he's a running back that's about to probably have 2 Gs and needs a crazy amount of yards, I think.
278 to single season rushing record.
Okay. So 278 in week 16 and 17 those are pretty big numbers. And with the potential of him possibly getting hurt going into the playoffs. Eric Dickerson was no joke, people. So.
I'm also not here for the what's Philly quarterback name? I was just blank real quick.
Kyler Murray?
No, Jalen. I'm not here for the Jalen disrespect either. I'm not here for it either.
What Jalen disrespect are you referring to?
Oh, that he's not a good quarterback. He can't throw the ball.
You know who he reminds me a lot of?
Who?
Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
They have a very similar game.
My only thing what I like about Jalen is that I think he's a leader of men.
I can see it. Yeah.
I see him as He's never going to ask you to do anything that he won't do. And if you ask him to do something, he'll try his best to do it. I see him as a person who will lead the team. And if you don't want to follow, you're more of the issue.
Yeah.
Because, hey, I want to do what's best for the team. Coach said I got to be a backup, I'll be a backup. Coach said me to do this, I'm going to do that. Speaking of Russell, again, they lost 3 games. They played 3 games in 11 days, lost all 3. And the offense looks terrible. I was listening to Dominic Foxworthy today, and they said something like, the last 3 games they've lost a combined 90 points to like 30. Like they've just been outscored week in and week out.
They don't look good.
They don't look good.
No.
So do you put Justin back in, or you just ride it out?
Oh no, I think you gotta write that out. To me, Fields is all about his decision making and how long it takes him to get rid of the ball. You see similar stuff when he was with the Bears than being with the Steelers. Very similar.
You see in the game last week that Philly had the game in pocket with Jalen in. He gets hurt. You got to finish out with Kenny Pickett, and we lose.
Yeah, remember when people were talking about Kenny Pickett?
Nope.
Remember when people were talking about Mac Jones?
So, do you collect a lot of football? Or do anything with football?
To me, that's not too. In football, if it wasn't a quarterback or a particular quarterback, I'm probably not buying. There's not a lot there. It's just me. I'm not.
I am not. I think I'm totally out on football.
Yeah, smart move.
I guess.
Unless you have a PC, let me say this: unless you have a PC or some players you love, I don't know what's there.
And you know the thing, I don't love on this current Bears roster. I don't love anybody.
I can see that.
Right? I don't love anybody in this current Bears roster. I don't feel like trying to prospect. I don't have the money to prospect in football. I don't think it's worth it. Imani, the Bears. Hey, Imani, I'm here for you, man. Sorry about your family. Much love to you.
Yes, sir.
Can't wait to hear you back on the pod. See you back on the screen. Prayers and everything go out to you, man.
Imani in the house.
You got much love for me and FD over here.
Oh yeah, bro.
I'm speaking for FD on that one.
Oh, yeah, when it comes to Imani, yeah.
But I just know this prison football. I'm just not. I don't care.
Hey, maybe we're at that point in our lives where we just don't. I look at some of these players. I mean, you look you look at certain players coming out. I don't see it. But the sport has changed.
But it's like lessons learned, right? Or being back in hobby for 4 years now.
Oh, bro, you know lessons learned. Is that really part of the hobby though? Lessons learned.
You talk about Kenny Pickett, Davis Mills, Jacob Eason, Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, Mac Jones.
Mm-hmm.
All these people they told you to buy, all these people they told you was going to be the next big thing. You know, even Jordan Love, right? I'm just like,
hey, people think that the Packers about to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they dumb.
It's not happening, people.
So for me, I'm just like, I'm not gonna play that game of football this year.
Yeah.
I'm just not. I think we're gonna talk about. Huh? Okay. Yeah, close the door. I think for me, when we talk about 2025, what I want to do, I want to focus from a buying standpoint on baseball prospect because I just love that part of the hobby. Will still be just mainly my Cubs, probably some Red Sox, and then WWE. I think I'm just going to like almost exclusively buy and sell WWE. Great buy and sell WWE. I know it. I like it. I enjoy it. And those are cards that if it doesn't go well, I don't mind holding.
I kind of feel like I would recommend everyone use the word focus. I think everyone should probably have a focus in 2025.
Like, so I've been cleaning up this room and just looking at all the cards I have. And I just look at I got every single sport, every single thing that's come out. I pretty much tried it because I was on the whole let me try it's worth trying. Let me see what can work. Let me buy one pack, buy a couple singles. And now I'm talking about lessons that I've learned over the past 4 years back in the hobby. I've made the most money off of selling baseball prospect and WWE.
Yeah,
that funded everything. Like that's
Money said WWE finna go up.
Yeah, you got going to Netflix. You got WrestleMania coming. You have John Cena's last year. Like, you know, I've watched the sport all my life. I watched WWE all my life. I know it. I know who is a good person in NXT to prospect because they're going to come with the main roster. I know who the stars are. So I think that's my main focus. And then I will just pick up PC Kobe White's, PC Star Wars cards, you know, and PC basketball cards. I think I'm totally out on football though.
Yeah, I just don't see much there, man. I mean,
I don't see much there in football unless you're playing in the high end.
But even then, who's the player? Who's the player? I mean, I don't see who that player is.
I think my second thing is to up my buying and what I'm looking at from a raw standpoint. It's a $20 and up, and get away from the $1 to $10 cards and shoot for $20 and up from a raw standpoint, which means I'm going to be buying better brands.
I get it.
Right, out of the hoops, out of the Chronicles, and into some of the better brands in the hobby. 3, work all of base cards and dollar cards over to a platform like ComC. Let them do the work of selling them instead of me doing it. But I think those are my 1, 2, 3 to 2025. Like,
great stuff. WWE UFC Star Wars has always been going more mainstream, but it's the same as any sport. It's going to get overly expensive.
True, but the thing that expensive in WWE are expensive because they're good quality and it's a reason, right? You don't see $50 mega box, well, $50 blaster boxes of WWE product and $80 mega boxes like you do in football and basketball. Mega boxes, WWE got hot, mega boxes went up $10 to $30 instead of $20. I mean, blaster boxes $30 instead of $20. But then, and that's for Prism, you know. And now you have like Topps getting it back, so there could be a price increase because Topps has the license back. But we've seen the last product on Panini for WWE. I think that they might get Flawless out, but it's a weird thing because of that lawsuit. Of usually when you're in the license, you have like 90 days to get the rest of the product out. Yeah. They might not get Flawless out at all because of the lawsuit. Jordan, I am not that much a ComC either, but I can tell you what's influenced me if I want to try to do ComC. And that is because I've heard Neil talk about it. And then I've seen some of the things they do all the eBay work for me. And for me, it's a place that will vault my narcotics and sell them for me. And I don't have to have boxes and boxes and boxes at home for it of just, and then it's like 2 cents to hold them up. So like, it shouldn't be that expensive to have them over until they sell. That's my thought process. If it goes bad the first quarter, I just send them back home and do what I've been doing. But I think every year I try to have a focus. I try to have a plan and work my plan. And every quarter I try to refine that plan into better. So I think 3 months is a solid time frame to see if what your idea and what your plan can work out. But I've heard a bunch of people and talked to a bunch of people probably about using ComC that do well on ComC. And I buy off of ComC eBay a lot. And I use ComC to kind of get an idea of where I should price things a lot. So why not give it a try? You know, it's because with eBay, I put it like this: with eBay, 3 months may not be long enough. I agree, but that's my first time frame is 3 months. I may give it more. It's worth to see. So that 50 cent a card, when you sell a card on eBay, a dollar card on eBay, you are getting back about 60% after fees, shipping, and everything else. So is it worth 15 cents? Me not to do the work of taking the photos, listing and stuff, shipping it out, storing it? You may be right. I may 3 months may not go to see if it's worth the work. But it could be. Man, my thought process is what's worse, FD? You tell me. Me putting up this Justin Fields on eBay now for $1 and waiting 6 to 10 months for it to sell, or me sending it to ComC and waiting to get an offer for it and paying 50 cents for them to have it and not be in my house. That's my thought process.
Yeah, I would go to ComC route. I would go to ComC route.
Right, I'm saying, but Jordan, you see kind of what my idea is, my process is about it, right? Is it in what other form of work is 25 cents acceptable for the work you put in with eBay? Like if you're putting stuff in eBay every day and having an actual store and paying eBay, you are spending a lot of time. I'm storing it at my house and I'm paying for my time to actually put it up, take the pictures and put it out.
Hey, let me just say this.
I'm not saying you're wrong either, Jordan.
Yeah, but I think all the time, every time someone debates something about selling in the hobby, it's about time frames. And so different people have different time frames. And ComC is, at this point in 2024, about to be 2025, a viable outlet for selling. So if one person prefers eBay, another person prefers ComC, another person is trying to sell on whatnot.
I mean, I'm still going to use.
Yeah, but Jordan, are you concerned about your turn rate? Like, what's the average amount of time you have a card on eBay before it sells? I just want to hear what's your average amount of time that something is on eBay before someone says, I'll buy that. Let me know. Shea had 45 points tonight.
Nice.
They won the game.
That is even better.
I will hope he realizes that once he gets to the playoffs, he's going to turn that switch nightly. Without Chet, they have scoring issues.
They definitely do. I'll share my because listen, I mostly sell dollar cards on eBay, but I'll share this with Joy because I think this is good conversation. Hey, sometimes it's average, Jordan, right? If I go to my eBay seller page in my hub, because I thought about having an eBay store. Over the last 90 days, $231 in sales for what I've had on eBay, and I haven't had a lot. I've been working too much. That's sales, but A363 of selling costs for 138, and that's 22 items sold for average of $10 an item. The amount of time it took me to decide, post, listing, and come and doing it 2-3 hours every day for that amount of money, I think there's a better route with ComC for trying it because I don't pay shipping. Because I don't have the time when I work 60 to 6 hours a week and have a family to be posting daily on eBay. That's my thing. That's one reason why I went to grade to consignment because I don't have the time to go through all of it unless somebody else do the work for me. But I still will have stuff on eBay that I have in store that I want to put out fast and I don't want to get graded, or that I got graded and got back and changed my mind on it. I'm still going to use eBay because I love eBay the same way I still use Mercari to sell on Mercari. I just want to try a different option this year.
I'm just going to go back to what I said earlier. ComC is a viable way to sell cards. eBay is as well. There are other outlets. Let's not act like there's just one way to sell cards.
I don't think you're hating on ComC at all, Jordan. I think this is good discourse, right? We're talking back and forth, and like, because this is what I like, right? We can get out there and get feedback and talk about it, and just what's best. It's worth the shot.
Yeah, because I think most time when people talk about selling cards, the time value of the value of time, the value of time is never considered. This is why I asked this question: how long does something sit on eBay? And 2 to 6 months is a huge time frame. That's a huge gap.
But my also thing is, depending on what the card is, you wouldn't. eBay watches and eBay views lie, right? They will show you have 1 or 2 views on a card that ain't got viewed yet because you don't. When we search, you just search for Bam Out Value cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't click on because you didn't click on any one card. That person cards you actually scroll through and saw won't get notified that their card was even looked at as a view.
True.
Right? And you got to pay and promote. Like I promoted and paid extra on eBay, and not got any more views. I re-put it up and do that. Even impressions, your impressions get out. I looked at it all, and I want to have that third place to have cards. If anything, it's worth getting a box out of my house.
True.
Because next thing I'm giving card packs, base card, rookie card packs the way it shows to kids. I'm gonna get rid of some of all this extra base series 1 rookies somewhere or another.
Yeah, I might go tomorrow and get rid of some cards. Yeah, I think about sometimes getting rid of stuff, and I don't know if I have a lot sitting. It can always be moved.
It can.
Is Wemby still impressing you, Big Jon?
Yeah, he was very impressive in the game yesterday. I think the most impressive thing is the stat they kept getting on is that how much people will not go to the paint with him in the game because of his length. Not even his effort, just because of his length. They're afraid to go in. And how the game changed. Because as soon as he was out, Jalen Brunson, to his credit, didn't care if Wemby was in the paint or not. He was still going to the cup. But when they went out, he was killing it. Like they were straight to the cup. Everything was at the basket.
So if Wemby played in the 90s, you think people go to the cup?
Yeah, I think people still try to go to the cup.
Why do you think people don't go to the cup on Wemby today?
Because you don't have any people that want to dunk on a seven footer.
I mean, it says a lot about the NBA.
Yeah.
You know, you see a lot of games, even games that Wemby is not playing in, where guys just want to take it to the cup.
Well, they go to the cup, we talked earlier, and they immediately look to pass it out. We're not looking to get away.
Who's Imani talking about MVP? Who's he talking about? He's not talking about Wemby.
Hobby MVP, maybe.
What's up?
He could be the hobby MVP.
Okay. Would you call him the hobby MVP?
Right now.
I would say he's the hobby. What's the best way to put this?
Darling.
Yeah, probably darling. The image that's pushed at you, or anyone else. But I don't know. You like Trey Jackson Davis? I do. I mean, he fits that system. He does well in that system. So, you know, and we know there were quite a few games, almost a couple of weeks, where they went away from him, set him down. But he helps, plays decent defense. Pick and roll is good. I like Trey Jackson Davis. I need to get on this live so I can hopefully communicate better. Jordan wants to come on live, man.
Hey, Jordan, we can work it out, have you up. I think you are communicating yourself well. I get what you were saying. I didn't think it was, the other side of the debate, just a different point of view. And I appreciate different points of views. Because I tell you right now, I'm not always right. But hold on, one of my kids is here. I am always right.
Cam sit back there kicking it?
Yeah, I'm always right. I mean, yes, we're gonna correct that. Can't let him thinking I'm wrong about stuff.
I think I was just trying, Jordan, just to say, there's more than one way to do something. And I'm just trying to keep that thought alive. There's always more than one way for any given reason. And most of the time when I hear people talk about selling cars, they don't talk about the value of their own time. What else we got here? Wemby is burnout. Yeah, I mean, he's, I wish I could just fast forward to 15, 20 years from now. What's the value of his cards? There's so many of them.
I mean, there's so many cards.
He has so many cards, man. He has a lot of autographs. He has a lot of napkins out there. It's a lot of stuff out there. The fact Wemby is top 3 all time in graded cards is crazy. This is what I'm talking about. Jordan is on point here. Everybody's sitting. They find a Wemby under their shoe. They're sending it in. It doesn't work like that. Does something blow up like that, man? Yeah. Yeah, Trey Jackson Davis does his thing. I mean, he plays his role very well. Always different ways to make it happen. Yeah. That's where the world turns. 400K plus. That's wow. 400 Wemby's, man. 400K Wemby's, Big Jon.
There's more Wemby's graded than Jordan's.
And what does that mean long term?
It's going to get worse. My thing with Wemby, right? What do we do next year when Tops have licenses? And now we got him in the San Antonio uniform, right? There's going to be a debate about true rookie. There's going to be a debate about what his best card is.
I mean, what does that do to Tops Mercury when he's in the San Antonio uniform?
Yeah.
What about 50-50? Anybody want to talk about that? Otani? 50-50?
We can talk about it.
Anybody purchase any of that? What they think of it?
No.
I didn't at all.
Nate, I graded his base too. It's people buying it.
There are people buying his base. There are people buying his silvers.
No. I'm like I would not buy a base single to grade. I've tried to get some number stuff to grade for Wemby, but if I pulled a base Wemby out of a pack, I would go grade it. I wouldn't sell it raw.
What's the price difference between graded Wemby 10, base, and raw?
Let's see. Or what brand?
Prison. Hey, anybody got any plans for New Year's? What's going on for New Year's Eve? Anything happening?
So New Year's Eve, we stay up till midnight.
So do I.
Drink a little champagne. Let the baby girl stay up. She gets her sparkling grape.
Yeah, we do the same thing, man. We do the same thing. We was actually the other day about something. Yeah.
So all right, just gotta not make it work. So usually, what I've been used to all my life is that I get my midnight call from my mom.
Mm-hmm.
So the second I don't get it, so I'm probably going in and try to go right to sleep.
Okay.
It was always like I don't do anything because since I was 18 for holidays, but that was always the consistent thing that I got every year.
Yeah.
12 o'clock, whatever time zone I'm in, if it's 12 o'clock, my mom's calling me, hey, Happy New Year.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna be a mess next couple of days. I
understand.
Just understand, I am good and in a good place, but I'm gonna be in a mess. If that makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Like nothing to worry, nothing to overly worry about from or mental health or stuff like that. It's just a grieving process. This is why I took off. I can't deal with people, and I'm not one who takes mental health days or things that me. This week, my mental health is important.
Cool. I understand.
My emotion.
I think it's good that you have your family around you too. You know?
Yeah. My emotional health this week, next 10 days, and everybody, should always keep your that in mind. Like mental health is a real thing. And there's some things I don't understand about it. We come talk about sports athletes and just regular normal people.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have time, do it.
Take it.
But yeah. But that's what we do. I'm gonna enjoy it. Watch the ball. Have you ever been to the ball drop?
No. I've been in New York. I've never been there around. No. Same. Those many people in one place. I went to Mardi Gras 2003. Those many people in one place. I don't think I'm interested in that. And I know people that have went and what time you have to be there in that cold weather just doesn't interest me.
I went downtown Chicago one year when I was younger. And it's way too many people.
Yeah, I can't mess with it, man. And I'm not, I like to be out and be social, but when it's packed with people, not my thing.
We're gonna have
what do you think the Chiefs will win a Super Bowl?
I'm gonna start calling the Chief the Chieferese because the amount of help they get.
I don't see him win a Super Bowl. I could be wrong. I said it last year. I was wrong, so I could be wrong. But I don't see it happening. What do you think? What did you think of the Christmas NBA games last year? I mean, yesterday. What did you think of the Christmas NBA games yesterday? And keep in mind that NFL viewership yesterday was like 5 times higher than the NBA.
I think I didn't watch the last game.
Neither did I.
It was too late. I think 5 games is too much. I think five is too much.
Oh, I think so too. When I first heard 5, I think it's the same thing. But the NBA was trying to go for numbers.
Yeah, I think, but that's just two. That's 12. No, it's like 13 straight hours of watching basketball.
Yeah, I couldn't do that, bro. I watched Golden State and the Lakers. I watched Embiid play versus Boston, and that was it for me.
I watched the first 3 quarters of the Spurs game. I watched half of the second game and half of the football. Listened to half of the football as we rode to the airport. Got back. I watched 90% of the Golden State game.
Like most did.
Yeah, that was the matchup. Like that was the key matchup game with Golden State Lakers.
Yeah.
There was no. I can see why NFL did more because who the Suns play? Denver at 10 o'clock at night. Spurs played.
I hate to say this, but as soon as they start talking about trade Michael Porter Jr.,
yeah,
I'm probably not watching it in Denver.
Yeah.
I mean, that tells me you're rebuilding now.
Yeah.
So, but Jordan's spot on. I think most people went down this road. I didn't watch any NBA yesterday, only football. The numbers show most people did that.
I didn't watch the first football game. Chiefs Steelers, I didn't watch that. I checked it on the score, but
the Chiefs are gonna win that game.
But there were no good basketball games up against that. Like Philly Boston was probably the second marquee game of the night, and it was. But I wasn't interested in watching it. So.
Man, the Bears are just who we thought they were.
I don't want to put this game back up.
It is. I got another question for you here. Where's Shedeur Sanders going?
Hopefully,
he won't be with the Giants.
Hopefully Vegas, but they better not fire Antonio Pierce.
He won't be with the Giants.
Why
do you think they don't fire Antonio Pierce to bring in Dion?
No, there are rumors that they're going to fire that he's on a hot seat, and they think about bringing in Mike Vrabel.
Okay.
I
would think Pierce knew he's on borrowed time. So whatever amount of time he's there. I think he probably lost that job when they let Devontae Adams go.
Don't think it's good, but you're probably right. He was
hold up. Imani says he's going to Tennessee. I don't think he's going to the Giants, Jordan. I just don't see that. If you're Dion, would you send your son to the Giants? No. You know the Giants has never had an African American starting quarterback. Do you realize that?
Let's see. You think they take Cam Ward?
What do you think of Cam Ward's play? Yeah, probably so. That's why I think who's going to the Giants. What do you think of his play?
I can't tell you anything. Haven't even seen him play.
I got to see that in the NFL. I just don't see it. Vrabel needs to go to the Bears.
Okay, so with that take, I agree he needs to go to the Bears for culture.
But with the McCaffrey family, you think he's going to get
it ain't gonna change. So they're gonna go with another good offensive coordinator, high offensive coordinator name to try to develop Caleb.
Hold up, we said David signed up on what? What did he sign up on?
on Pierce being head coach.
Oh. Did y'all hear that my man went back to the Detroit Lions?
Teddy?
Yeah. Teddy is signed.
That's good for Teddy.
Smart move to me. Smart move. Bears GM getting fired next year. Should never got the job.
He should get fired now.
You can't get the job because you went to Thanksgiving dinner with some people.
I think how do you say this? I think that most coaches and GMs need to be fired at the same time. Any GM, if you take a job and you're not getting a new coach, you are setting yourself up for failure. Just like the coach and quarterback, GM, coach, and quarterback should be tied together for the most part, especially in the beginning.
I don't disagree.
You see,
but everybody chasing checks.
Green Bay got a new coach. They drafted Jordan Love and got rid of Aaron Rodgers, right? Jordan Love and their coach Hackett, not Hackett, but that go are tied together. You see, when Teddy went to Tennessee, he still had Fitzpatrick, right? That tells you who they value more. He got fired, and they still had a year with Fitzpatrick before they got rid of Fitzpatrick, right? So, I think organizationally setting up, those three positions need to be together and tied together.
I agree. Hold up, who is the Adams to the Jets? Did I say another name? I meant to say Adams if I did. My friend got a coaching job with the Yankees. Who's your friend? He hit me on Instagram if you don't want to say it on here.
Oh, did you see that in the NFL games they had special Christmas Day patches?
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, they said it on in the second game before halftime. They had special Christmas Day patches on their jerseys. So I'd be curious to see when we see those in cars next year and what cars they come in.
With the candy cane? Hold up, with the candy cane?
Yeah.
Man, that thing. What do you think that looks like, man?
I don't know.
I think it looks weak to me. But you are right. If you got a Mahomes candy cane in a card, it's cool. What's up with the ref hitting Travis Kelce on sports line for Duncan?
Oh, I don't know. Some of these celebrations.
He took it to a solo. I'm just giving a shout out.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to give a little shout out, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the Bears have trips to the right. See what they do here.
No. Oh, let's show everybody the Christmas Day patches.
Yeah.
I'll bring it up.
All right. Bears went trips to the right and threw an underneath route.
Of course.
Yeah, that's that candy cane, man. I guess it's kind of, you know.
Yeah, but I don't think. I know for a fact it's not going to have the same appeal as the NFL debut patches.
Mm-mm.
Like a Mahomes Christmas candy cane patch. That sounds like
doesn't hit the same way, right?
Well, yeah, Mahomes candy cane patch 1-on-1. Like then you're gonna get one next year, and the year after that, and the year after that. Like,
he broke a record and got hit with penalty for dunking football. It was weird, man. It was strange. Jordan says ban celebration.
I agree. It's only available for a few teams. Okay. Outside of Mahomes and Kelce, who played yesterday would you want a candy cane patch 1-on-1 of? You want a 1-on-1 candy cane patch of C.J. Stroud? 1-on-1 candy cane patch of
You can't have one of Stroud because he didn't play well.
Huh?
You can't do one. He didn't play
All
well.
of them had when they on the jerseys.
Yeah, but he didn't play well.
But he was on the jerseys. They still can make a patch out of it.
They could, but he played like trash. You can't.
Yeah, but are you gonna remember that? Are you gonna remember that in 6 months when it came out? When you get the card?
I'm weird like that. I probably would.
FD trolling.
FD trolling. I'm not trolling. I'm just saying. Yeah, how you have somebody play horribly and then you take a patch and put it in the car? Do you see his numbers yesterday?
Oh, he was terrible.
It was bad.
But that whole team was terrible.
What did Kendrick say? He is not your savior. A lot of people thought that in the car community that CJ Stroud was about to wreck shop this year. Don't work like that. Joy, you really want that? I heard that. I mean, what did he do yesterday?
When the rookie year card, especially for quarterback, is so important and so valuable, why would I want a second year patch? Because he played on Christmas.
The whole team had 2 points. 17 of 31, 185 yards, 6 average, 1 interception with a 59.2 rating. Come on, folks. His old line is so. This is what we do. This is what we do. And if that's the case, he should have mad rushing yards.
The defense was bad yesterday too.
So this is going to be a put out team, right?
What did I win?
They go to the playoffs, get put out.
I won a card that I didn't know I made a bid on. Okay.
His offensive line was not helping, and play calling was bad. Okay. CJ Stroud was also bad. Why can't we just say that? Big Jon just said it. It should be easy to say, man. He just played poorly that day. If you want to put that day on there, just play bad that day. There's nothing wrong with that. 19 pressures and like 5 sacks. Okay. This is the NFL.
But if you look at their last couple of weeks of playing from the Texans, has the NFL caught up with CJ Stroud, or has the NFL caught up with their head coach? Because D'Amico Ryans was a rookie head coach last year. This is year 2.
Mm-hmm.
Did the NFL catch up to him?
Oh, you won't know until he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they've caught up to both. I was telling somebody the other day, I forgot who it was. I don't know who it was. NFL player, I don't care who you are, you have to reinvent yourself several times to be successful. There are coaches paid, there are scouts paid, there are people paid to just watch what you do, what are your tendencies, what are you good at, and that's more for scheme to make it challenging for you. If you can't keep reinventing yourself, you'll be Mac Jones. You will go to the Pro Bowl and then have problems.
Was that Vince Young yesterday that sent you that clip of where he was in Vegas in the offseason, and one of the Patriots staffers came up to him and was like, "Hey, Belichick just makes me watch you. And let me give you a hint. This is what you do every play. Yeah. You rock back when you're going to pass."
Yes.
Right.
This is the truth. This is what happens. We act like in a hobby that does not happen, but it happens. So if a player is successful, like I told people when Cooper Kupp had that season, he'll never have a season like that again in his life. Nope. And he won't go to the Hall of Fame. And people said, FD, you crazy. Why would you say? Why do you think that? FD, you're trolling. No. He's in a scheme where Robert Woods already had success.
Mm-hmm.
Then you brought in Cooper Kupp, who had mad success. But that is going to be shut down. That whole across the field and all that stuff is going to be shut down. And you got to do something else. Let me see if you can do it.
But the same thing you can say about Tyreek Hill.
Yes.
Like being fast and small in the NFL, you can be successful. But you were never really the wide receiver, the guy. Right? It's the reason why the Randy Mosses, the Jerry Rices, Terrell Owens, again, the Justin Jeffersons are much better receivers in its stature and size.
Stature and size, and that allows you to run different routes in the route tree.
Mm-hmm.
People don't see that. So if you're a shorter guy, it's going to be very difficult for you when I also walk that safety over you. It's going to be very difficult for you when I get physical with you at the line. It's going to be very difficult for you. Your stride, I don't care how long it turns, it's not as efficient as a taller guy who can run.
Mm-hmm.
So you got Randy running, you got Tyreek running. Even if they run the same 40-yard dash time, Randy's stride is longer.
It's not even about the stride. With Randy, I can throw a ball up. I don't have to be pinpointed.
Yep, I can go way up.
Tyreek, you got to get a step, and I have to drop it over a shoulder. I got to drop it where he catches it over either inside and outside shoulder. Because with Randy, I just got to throw it up where nobody else can get it. He'll come down with it.
Jordan, I just appreciate that I went from trolling to this. I appreciate that. I don't troll. I mean, people think that. I do. I just look at a situation and I talk about it. I don't troll. What do you think I'm trolling at? Give me one example.
Let's talk about Isaiah Thomas.
No, Isaiah Thomas is not a top. He's not a top 3-point guard in NBA.
I'm just messing.
Oh, okay. No, just tell him like it is. He's a good guard. Puka Nacua. Keep hope alive on that. That's not going to work.
And they're bad this year.
Yeah, they're rebuilding. They're rebuilding. Yeah, they're going to continue to be bad. Coach won't be there long. It's over with.
Do they go get a quarterback?
When Aaron Donald said, "I'm done," he had looked at everything and said, "I'm done."
But do they go get a quarterback in the draft?
Even if they go get a quarterback, it's not. Who's in the draft right now? That's about shake and bake. Once you get past Shedeur and Ward, who's that quarterback?
I don't know. But there's going to be some no-name that rises in draft boards for
let's talk about Brock Purdy. We'll talk about Brock Purdy. I feel like trolling.
All right. What's about Brock Purdy?
He will be cut in a year to a year and a half. He'll be cut. He won't be a San Francisco 49er. And if you don't believe me, go grab Kirk Cousins and ask him how does this process go. Next year, there will be less talent around Brock Purdy. Debo's not going to be there. And there will be several other people that won't be there. He'll be thrown to Ayuk. Ayuk will probably be his best receiver. Christian McCaffrey, his career is basically done. So now your running back is out the box. You're the closest receiver to you from snapping the balls out the box. So then what do you do? And I don't think Kittle wants to just stick around this joint and watch his career. Kittle's career has been hampered. So whatever contract the 49ers signed Purdy to this offseason, he won't serve that whole contract with the 49ers.
Listen, you saying he can't go in their trap and take over their trap like Kirk?
Bro, when he said that, we all know that's some bullshit talk, man. You're just saying stuff. Nope, Kirk, you can't go in their trap and take over their trap.
I mean, I think he meant just coming into that team and getting them to pay him a zero amount of money to do nothing.
Well, his whole career, he's been the most overpaid QB 2 or 3 in NFL history.
Yeah.
That's who he is because he's not a QB 1. And then I think with the Achilles tear, it makes it even harder on him.
What are you doing? How do you jump back into the sack?
Oh, maybe you might be ahead of me. Let me check this out. What I don't understand, I just never understand Caleb Williams. He has poor footwork, man. I know he's getting beat down most plays. He just has poor footwork. He never settles down really on the ball. Like he throws that into the ground, backing up.
But when I look at that play, right? If he dropped back where I said his feet, he had two receivers coming open.
Yes.
On drags, on deep drags. They're not slants, those are deep drags. That if he plants.
Hey, Jordan, it doesn't matter if they pay Purdy or not. If you pay him, okay, but he's not going to serve that contract. If Debo is there or not, he's not going to be there.
Debo's not going to be there.
Debo is definitely not going to be there. But Purdy won't. If he signs a 5-year deal, he won't be there for 5 years.
I just wonder how chaotic that San Francisco locker room is.
It is.
I just know that locker room's chaotic.
You've heard many stories. You've heard stories about it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Trent Williams is gone. Mm-hmm. You can promise that. He's not there. People are tired of this, man. We're tired of going to the playoffs and we don't have a quarterback. Or we get to the playoffs and our quarterback play is poor. People are tired of that. Jordan, you saying Lyman missed the block on Caleb Williams? You think that's why he doesn't sit his feet down and throw the rock? He plays like he's at Oklahoma, like USC. He's the same quarterback, man. Footwork is the same.
I don't understand. What else we got? Did we hit almost everything today?
Let me see if I have another question. I could go back to Luka, but I'll choose not to. Anything new and exciting in the hobby? Anything you've seen?
Nothing I've seen. I do like the downtowns is coming out the new WWE product 2-in-1. Those look nice from a card. But I haven't seen anything really. I'm looking forward to the excitement and hype around this Pokemon 151 next year. That's interesting.
Okay.
That train's gonna run really crazy with that. But outside of that, there's nothing truly. I haven't really been on Whatnot this week at all, for real.
Well, we got Burbank coming up in February. People are getting ready for the National. We have Fanatics Fest coming up.
Oh yeah, I have EC3 Con coming up in February. I'm probably going to end up going to their new shop next week. I'm trying to hit up some shops while I'm off. Oh, let's see.
Hey, well, I want to thank you for having Paxton on.
I appreciate it. Junior, she enjoyed herself.
Junior was really excited about being on. You just think about when we were 8, 9 years old, man. We could have been on something talking to somebody across the country. I think it's a cool thing. And I told him before he got on, you can talk about whatever you want to. You can sit there and chill. You can do whatever. And we'll try to have him back on again, after the duration of time. I think it's cool for him. Look, what you got here? What is this?
This is from the new Panini 3-count product from WWE. Like, that's a good card. That's a good design, good looking card.
Yeah, it looks cool. It reminds me of some soccer stuff and Formula One stuff.
The double image.
Cool.
I need Topps and Fanatics to do interesting stuff like this. Right? This is just I don't even care about the patch on the card or it being number 49. Like, that's a good image. to have on a card.
It is. Hold up, Jordan McLeod. Where's Jordan McLeod from? Imani usually comes with that. Texas State? Hold up. Let's put some eyeballs on this, people. Jordan McLeod.
What do y'all think about the? Oh shit. I'm gonna need a money to be
What's up, Big Jon?
I'm gonna need a money to be a draft analyst because he be deep
Yeah,
diving.
he gets deep, man. He gets deep. When he says something, I want to check it out. I got to watch some Jordan McLeod highlights. See what he's working with.
Mm-hmm.
How tall is he though? 6 foot. Okay. Gotta see him play. Malik Willis pretty much done, right?
Yeah. And he back up in Green Bay?
Yeah.
What do you think of this downtown? I think you can see my screen.
I think it looks nice.
Right? I think that's better than any sport downtown they came out with this year. Just they ended their WWE run nicely, in my opinion.
What do you think about John Cena as an actor, though?
What I think about John Cena as an actor?
Yeah,
and he's the same character that he played in the ring and everything.
That's true.
I have the same complaint about John Cena that I have about Kevin Hart. You playing yourself in every
Kevin
movie.
Hart, same dude. So Kevin Hart, same dude, man. Same dude. All the time.
Yeah, but I do like his movie on Netflix that he got. I just watched it again. The one where he, huh? No, the one where he's pulling off a heist. He's still in art. It was a good movie. That's the name of it. I just watched it like 2 days ago. But
did it have a sequel to it, or just that was it?
No, that was it.
Gotta check it out.
I'll pull it up. But he.
That dude has been in front of our face for a long time.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart's been around for a while.
Man, not. So the movie, so 2 movies. Three movies. I think he was good in. The one I just watched, Man from Toronto, was a good movie, and then the one where he's with the guy from Breaking Bad, where he got crippled. He was good in that movie. Those are 3 movies I think he was.
Man from Toronto was cool, man.
Yeah, those are 3 things I think he was good in. But everything else, I just expect him to play himself. And it is what it is. Like same thing like The Rock. The Rock is just The Rock in every movie he's in.
I think he's trying to reinvent himself into less action. That's how do I have a sustainable career as I get older?
Yeah, I mean the best wrestler turned actor is Batista, but he took roles where he didn't have to just be the big guy, where he had to act.
That's right. So Jordan Brown says Malik isn't done. He's in a great spot. I don't know about that.
Backing up Jordan Love's a great spot where they got to run the wishbone offense when you come in the game. That's a great spot for a quarterback.
Yeah, I don't know about that. What we like to do here, and I'm not saying Jordan is doing this, but we separate sports talk from hobby talk.
Mm-hmm.
And I think sometimes there's a blur there that people should know that if you went out and bought a card, that has nothing to do with the sports talk side, And sometimes I can talk to people at a show, and they'll start telling me something like either you don't watch the sport itself, or you're biased because you bought a card. It's like when I say Steph Curry is the greatest point guard to ever lace up a pair of shoes and ran or jogged or walked onto a basketball court, it has nothing to do with a card play. That's me watching basketball.
But in cards, Curry has gotten to the point where his vet stuff has value.
Mm-hmm.
That's how great of a point guard he is.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And even last night, you see how that game ended?
Yeah.
And in the post-game press conference, he says, I got to believe because that's just how I'm built.
No. Jordan, right, Jason. Another thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that's what I expect when I watch a Kevin Hart movie, a Rock movie, a Jason Statham movie. Where I don't view them as the character that they're portraying. As if I watch,
let's just go back in time. If you watch Eddie Murphy in Trading Places,
right?
If you watch Eddie Murphy in 48 Hours. These are totally. This dude is playing totally different roles.
So, I think so. Eddie Murphy in 48 Hours and Trading Places, very similar characters, but Eddie Murphy and Dr. Dolittle, Eddie Murphy in what's one he's playing all the different roles.
You think Trading Places and 48 Hours same character?
Yeah, he's being a funny guy.
No, I'm not talking about being the funny guy. I'm talking about how you deliver the punchline. Kevin Hart is the same dude.
True.
I don't care.
You see Kevin Hart's punchlines coming a mile away.
Same dude. And I always ask the question here: when's the last time Kevin Hart made you laugh? When's the last time you saw Kevin Hart? You like, man, that shit is funny right there.
It's been a while.
What?
It's been a while.
It's been years. It's been a long time. I don't even think Junior was alive the last time
The funniest thing he ever did was Real Husbands of Hollywood. That's probably the funniest thing he ever did.
And the first 2 seasons were good. And after that, it got a little bit interesting. But Kevin Hart doesn't have to be funny. You know, he's doing other things.
But I view it as if you can have your lane and do it, make your money, but don't tell me you are a serious caliber actor in the same vein as a Liam Neeson. I'm not even going to
see. This is what I'm saying right now. How do you act? Are you an actor? We seeing Eddie play in serious movies?
Yeah.
Kevin is not. When you see him like that, it's like the
Eddie
movie
Murphy from Golden Child is different.
Different
from Dr. Dolittle.
Different. Totally different.
Totally different. But there are some actors you like. How many people see Vin Diesel as Vin Diesel and not the character he plays on Fast and the Furious first? Right? He's Dominic Toretto.
Mm-hmm.
But that same character, Dominic, he played in what's the movies he did? Black Pitch, something like that. Pitch Black, same character.
Mm-hmm. But you know, his game is he has a production company, and everything flows through the production company, including Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
So Vin Diesel is, he's financially printing money.
Mm-hmm. But you say Will Smith and Bad Boys, and Will Smith in Independence Day, or Hitch, 2 different characters.
Yeah. In Cars, Malik is done. Really, in both he's done. I mean, he can come in and play a few games if Jordan Love gets hurt, but it ain't really happening.
I think in Cars he's done. I mean, in career he's done, because if you're telling me I got to put my backup in and I have to run the wishbone offense to get yards, I'm talking about that's a high school offense when you don't have talent on your team at all.
Imani says even Devin Dampier with New Mexico is only a sophomore, but keep your eyes on him. We'll do, bro. We'll do. What do y'all think of Zay Flowers? There was a lot of talk of Zay Flowers last year. What's your thoughts?
I mean, good receiver. Good receiver.
And that's about it. He's a decent, good receiver. He's not going to take the top off of something. He's not going to take over a game. But he's good.
But that offense, that pass game is centered around their two tight ends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But why is that though? Why do you think the pass game is centered around two tight ends? Right now, Zay Flowers has 1,047 yards, and he's played in 15 games.
Mm-hmm.
So if we do the math on that, right? 1,047 to 15, that's 69 yards a game.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good, decent receiver. But why do you think the offense is centered around two tight ends?
Because that's a running team first. And when you get in those packages, you got better looks from play action, from being down in the zone, and you have two really quality tight ends in Lively and Andrews.
Mm-hmm.
And
Zay Flowers is not going to take the top off that offense.
No.
He's not going to
He's not Hollywood Brown.
Oh, he's not Hollywood Brown.
Mm-hmm.
And see, most people don't even want to admit that. He's definitely not Tyreek.
No.
You guys like Nate Jackson?
I'm not sure who Nate Jackson is.
Is that the comedian Nate Jackson? Hold on. I think I know who Nate Jackson is. Yeah, Nate Jackson's cool. He's a comedian. He's cool. FD, you got any Curry all those? I do have a few. Trying to get more in 2025. I think Curry all those are mine. We talk about having a plan. That's really what I'm looking for in 2025. Jordan says you have to game plan for that, Big Jon. That's huge.
It's not. It's not.
Is he still talking about Malik Willis?
Yeah, he's talking about the wishbone offense. You have the game. No, it's not.
Let's just say that. Let's just say this: a wishbone offense is not an NFL play. There's nothing about that that's NFL like. Zero. That most college programs are not running anything close to a wishbone offense.
The closest thing you're gonna find to wishbone offense is Georgia Tech and Navy.
Yes, Navy's gonna run it down.
Those are triple options.
You run wishbone when you don't have those type of athletes.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you run wishbone. Actually, most quarterbacks are not running that because they're not trying to throw their career down the drain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've had a lot of energy. I've been getting rest.
Mm-hmm.
I've so enjoyed this tonight. I enjoyed having our young people on. We're definitely gonna make some clips of that.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
I need to ask G to make some clips from a couple podcasts I've been on for the end of the year. But I'll get with you on that because
cool.
I can't do it.
It's all good. Jordan says, think about Wildcat came in league. They had to take a couple of seasons to get that understood. This goes back to CJ Stroud.
Mm-hmm.
You see anybody running Wildcat right now? Anybody seen that? Wait, till you'll see it. It was great to see the babies. Thank you, Jordan. Coming through, future of America.
Jordan, hit me up on IG and we can see what the schedule is if you want to be on the podcast.
Love to have you on. Love to have you on. We got a guest next week, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd love to have you on.
No, we got the next.
We got the next. Okay.
Yeah.
It's all good. Also, I want to tell Cam, man, it was a pleasure meeting him. Pleasure seeing him, talking to him for a little bit.
You want to say something? Yeah, over there.
It's a pleasure seeing you, man.
I don't know what it is hot in this room. Why do you have a hoodie on?
I saw my man rocking a hoodie. And then is that Child's Play on this chef?
Yes.
What does it say? Snitches? What does it say? Get stitches?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why you have on a hoodie on in this hot room? It's 70 degrees in this house.
I like my man. It's not hot. I love it.
I don't understand this. What these kids?
Hey man.
Oh, you remember when you called your mom earlier today, right? And you snitched. You remember that, right? For your shirt. You remember that, right? Remember that. So just understand.
Tomorrow we can fight on.
We not fighting. Ain't gonna be a fight. You snitched. So you know what's coming after you snitch.
You got it on the chest. Huh?
You advertising what you understand what's gonna happen. You snitch, so you.
Yeah, it was a pleasure meeting you, sir. Yes, sir. I want to thank everybody else also for being here.
Don't embarrass him.
Look at.
Yeah.
He's not embarrassed. Hey, I got a question for him though. Does he watch basketball?
No, he just plays sports. He doesn't like watching sports.
Okay, what does he listen to in them headphones?
I'm not listening to nothing right now. They just want.
Who's your favorite? Whatever. What's your favorite artist?
I don't have favorite.
You really have one?
No.
Okay. What was the last thing you listened to?
Let me check.
I bet you it was Kendrick Lamar.
It's not. I promise you.
That would be a choice.
It's Rod Wave.
Rod Wave.
Rod Wave?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got it. I got to listen to that now. I've never listened to Rod Wave.
Don't he sing on?
Huh? Rod Wave?
Yeah.
He like to sing kind of.
I've never listened to Rod Wave.
What is wrong with you?
Hey, to be fair, I only listen to Jeezy, Nelly, Kanye, and that's about it. So
It's so old.
My Spotify Year End was just that.
Ask Cam, what's his favorite Rod Wave song?
Rod Wave song?
Yeah.
It's one of his old ones. I think it's like Paint the Sky. It's like something with the sky. It's like Paint the Sky.
Paint the Sky.
Paint the Sky.
Oh, Paint the Sky?
Yeah, Paint the Sky Red.
Okay.
It's an old song.
This thing, okay.
You want to listen to it? We're gonna listen to it.
Y'all can listen. That has nothing to do with me if y'all listen to it or not. It's not my music. It's his music. Y'all like it. Y'all like it. Y'all don't like it. I'm listening.
Oh, man, actually.
So where I'm from, I can understand everything he's saying. That's a plus for me. All right. Where's Rod Wave from? Do you know what city he's from?
I don't actually. I don't know.
Okay.
No, what's doing this?
I'm gonna listen to that, man.
Breakfast Swarm?
Oh, Jordan said Rod Wave is a vibe. We gotta get Jordan on here, man.
Yeah.
So I remember I first met Jordan, I think at the Front Row Car Show, and I've seen him at a few others. Be a good conversation. Oh, Imani said Rod Wave fight the feeling. Okay, let me take a little picture of that, Imani. Imani is also a music connoisseur, so.
Yeah, we definitely. I'll have to go listen to some of this.
I'm dropping the nuggets back there.
What anime were you reading?
What anime was I reading?
Yeah.
I was reading.
Which one?
It was called Reality Beast. Wow.
I'm curious.
About what?
What you read? You might have to try to go to books while you're here. So you can get your manga, your book.
I read.
I know. I'm saying so we can get you one.
A manga book.
Yeah.
Let me get a manga book
to read it.
But they're all.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I'm gonna lose the book. I'm either gonna lose the book or it's going to be a tour by my sisters when they get the book. That's why I read all my stuff in my phone. The only books I have are financialness.
Okay.
Big Jon, it's been a pleasure, man.
It's been a pleasure, man. It's been a good night.
December
These kids are wonderful. See, our kids are wonderful.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to be Cam. Good to spend some time with your daughter. Oh yeah. You know, I'm big on family, man.
Me too. Me too.
That's all we got, baby.
I got a fish breakfast for real.
Yeah, why not? We can talk about it later.
I hope y'all have a great night. What day are we going next week? Going Thursday again? Thursday again.
Yeah, we can because it's New Year's Eve. Yeah.
Yeah, people gonna be out kicking it, man.
Yeah, okay, we got we gonna have champagne, so yeah.
Big Jon, you know our views are going up, right?
Hey, you say so, man. I appreciate it.
Sometimes I check numbers.
You know me. I don't check numbers. I do this because I enjoy doing it. This is a hobby. Yeah. That is great. That is great for us. You know, love to see it, but I don't want to be that dude checking and worrying about stuff, especially when.
Oh no, I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I think as long as we have fun, we're genuine, and we give our perspectives. I think we're already winning. Yeah, I'm not on that. I'm not sweating the number. It's just interesting to see how trends go sometimes. And what we've been doing shows now for a little while, so it's cool to see.
It is cool. It's a good validation that we're going numbers up. I'm still upset nobody else came with their plan for 2025, but maybe we'll get them next week. Yeah,
I think people probably there's a lot going on in the world right now, so people are probably thinking. And then we talk about family. Our kids are getting older, so Junior has more conversation for me than he ever has had in his life. He's talking about stuff. He wants to do stuff, and I want to be there to support him. So as we talk about goals in 2025 in the hobby, it's about shifting certain things. So, but Curry Autos is the plan. I don't think I'm probably prospecting on anyone else. I believe Shea is pretty legitimate, so I don't look at Shea as a prospect anymore.
I was what was I was looking at some of this year's Currys from not Prism, but not I think it was Hoops Premium. Some of his inserts, and they were doing good numbers and looking good.
Yeah, Curry stuff is probably most solid stuff. It's not because I think he's a great player. I just think his stuff is going to be solid years to come. And that's why I asked the question about Wemby. You got autos everywhere. How does that play out long term? We will see. A lot of Curry stuff is still somewhat rare, especially if you get in a good condition. Man, the Bears are going to lose this game 6-3.
Problem.
Yeah, they're walking off the field right now.
At this point, what's the point of winning?
I mean, that's true.
At this point, what's the point of winning? Let's just get the best draft pick. I don't see the point of winning anymore.
And where is their receiver from last year? What is he doing?
DJ Moore?
No, the rookie they drafted.
So Aduze?
Yeah.
He caught a touchdown pass that got called back for offensive pass interference, something like that. So
that dude's not doing much, man. We got a few comments here. My plan is to grow my car business, hopefully to do full time. Go ahead, Jordan. I'm collecting all rookie Redskins commanders, and if anyone knows anyone that has Deion Sanders and Redskins, watching Redskins Junior, also I'm a buyer. I'll keep that in mind. I've seen some stuff at shows. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, I need some on-car auto Currys. Hey, the world's a better place. If I come across anything, I'll let you know.
I'll show you this. This is what I was looking at for Curry. The hoopla from Hoops. This insert here. I like Hoops premium stock. But
Yeah, you talked about this before. That's a nice looking card.
That's
Out of 99.
99 for $20.
Yeah.
Like that seems like not a bad deal.
I agree.
And then the sheesh too. So I was looking at these this week, earlier in the week.
Mm-hmm.
Like those are some decent, inserts. As we talk about, I've been listening to stuff and about from Cajun Cardboard talking about Jordan inserts, which got me thinking, about Curry inserts, like things that could be rare later, 10, 15 years now.
Yes.
And then just good side research. What are they going for now? What are the 10s are going for now?
Hey, we should all be stocking up before he gets number 5.
I think we're past the point of no return with PSA 9s.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think PSA 9s will ever get back to selling over raw for modern stuff.
Yeah. I'm just kicked back waiting on this trade deadline.
I know. You think y'all gonna get somebody?
Big Jon? It's coming. People sleep on inserts. Yep. Mass appeal, baby.
I think there are some good inserts. And I think there are some things people should sleep on. Like,
it's going to be interesting to see long term what's the play between Flawless and National Treasures.
It's gonna be good, funny to see how well the Kabooms and Downtowns get watered down with how they coming out for them. Like,
true.
I think we're in Panini's get my money and leave age, and go for it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Kobe inserts went up. Yep.
That has been so. We should. I got an idea. We'll talk about Alfred. I got an idea. We should try to do a Sunday night collab with our buddies.
Okay.
You
talking about Imani now?
Imani, yeah, with the Fanatics Collect and kind of go through some greatness on there. I think it just popped in my head, but we should probably reach out and see if we can do something with them. I think that'd be interesting perspective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jordan, I agree. Inserts are being slept on. But Big Jon, I hope you enjoy your supper. I know it's still early out there. Won't try to leave you at night. How long is Cam in town?
To New Year's Eve.
Oh, there we go.
We got some good time together.
There we go. All right. I can't wait to see them videos when he's smiling over there now.
I'm just gonna see how much I can get on his nerves.
You gotta stay on him. Stay on them nerves.
I am thoroughly enjoying having my son here.
And then you gotta talk about that next time y'all getting together. The next time y'all getting together.
Yep. Well, no, we might be going to talk about some Pokemon cards since he said he want to collect his cards again.
Good. Very good.
All right, y'all. Everybody have a good night. Thank you guys for coming.
Next time we get together, 2025. Happy New Year to you, man. Cam, Happy New Year to you.
Same to you,
yes. All right. We'll talk soon. Keep rolling, my people. Yeah.